9 to 5 versus streamers debate. What is harder? Chat, what do we think? What do we think? What's harder, chat? What's harder, chat? What's harder, chat? What's harder, chat? Workers versus streamers. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna play devil's advocate, and I'm gonna say streamers because a lot of people would say workers. I'm just gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
You say that your work is harder? That is so rude.
All right, can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen,
Your job is
You would have to actually have to go to work.
And went to school, and still.
And paid rent?
Yes, I still worked.
That's your choice.
You're high. You're hungover.
You guys are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time.
I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
This man said I don't even enjoy streaming anymore. 9 to 5. Okay, chat. We're gonna see. Let's see. Let's see what they have to say on this topic.
What's up? How's it going?
Same old different day.
Mail carrier.
Okay. All right. So my argument here.
Okay, so listen. So as devil's advocate, bro, I'm gonna say that streaming and being why is this dude so happy in the back, bro? Why you smiling fully like that, bro? This man is way too happy to be having this conversation right now, bro. You see dude top left, bro? Milk dud looking at that boy. But listen, no cap. At a higher level of streaming, like when you're doing this like a full-time job, I do think that being a streamer is harder than a 9 to 5. I think what you're doing as a full-time job, it's way harder, bro. Because a lot of people will say that like, okay, 9 to 5, oh, you got to deal with these people not giving a fuck about you. I mean, yeah, bro, but like, why would you work at a job that don't give a fuck about you, bro? But no, the thing that makes streaming like a lot harder, I think, especially at a bigger level, is just like, first of all, the amount of eyes you have on you, bro. One, you have no privacy. You can't put your family on stream. You can't put like your friends on stream. You can't put like basically anybody that you're with on stream. And if you do put them on stream, you basically have to kind of like give them the rundown of, hey, these people are kind of crazy. These people will do this. These people will do that. And then if people do figure out who your family members are, they'll harass them. They'll dox them. They'll keep up with them like they keep up with you, which is at an unhealthy level, at a parasocial level. So it's just like with a 9 to 5, you go to work. And then outside of work, nobody cares. But then with streaming, you stream and you get off stream, everyone still cares about what you're doing. Everyone cares about how you sleep. Everyone cares about how you eat. Everyone cares about how your body looks. Everyone cares about what your new hair color is. Like literally every single step. As a bigger streamer, as a smaller streamer, it's hard. But it's not, I don't think it's as hard as a 9 to 5 because as a smaller streamer, you're really just clip farming. As a smaller streamer, you're just clip farming. But when you're a bigger streamer and you're actually established and you have stuff to do and you have people to talk, you have people you have to talk to on a daily basis, brands that you have to talk to on a daily basis, like you have, you know what I'm saying, relationships that you have to upkeep, not you need to upkeep, but you have to upkeep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's harder than a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Streaming might be harder though. I don't even know. IDEF has your pros and cons. Yes, bro. Wait, IDEF? What does that mean?
And social media creation is harder than a 9 to 5.
Nah, it's not facts, bro. 9 to 5 is way harder, homie.
Why do you say that?
Because you gotta get up every motherfucking day.
You gotta get up every day, bro. Okay, bro, they gotta get up every day, probably earlier than you. You gotta really think about it. These streamers, bro, they literally just get up and then they just do that. They get up and then they go edit. They go check on their editors. They literally they're running their own business, bro. They have to check on their editors, make sure their editors are editing the videos, make sure their thumbnails, are like, you know what I'm saying, their thumbnail editors are doing the thumbnails, bro. They gotta make sure that the people that are discussing with the brands are doing it correctly. They gotta check on other streamers because the way that other streamers act could impact you depending on who you surround yourself with as a streamer. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't even know. Okay, my fault.
And slave for fucking pennies.
See, that's the thing is you're right. You get up every day. You go through the motions. You don't have to get a good night's sleep. You don't have to be focused. You don't have to be locked in. You wake up. You go. You flip some patties. Maybe.
See now, and this is like he like I'm gonna lie. Like I'm unbiased, but I am, you know what I'm saying, playing devil's advocate. But low key though, he's low key right because a lot of people that work like fast food or like they even work like delivery driver jobs be running off like an hour of sleep, 2 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep. You know what I'm saying? And they could just like, as long as the task gets done, they'll be okay. You know what I'm saying?
sign a few envelopes,
Nope,
answer a few
nope,
phone calls.
nope.
With streaming and social media creation, you have to be on your game 24/7. It's like a switch
No.
that
When
never
you're a
turns
mail
off.
carrier, I'm a mail carrier, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. I get treated like shit every motherfucking day.
That's
We
real.
have to deal with thousands,
every day.
tens of thousands of people
Bullshit.
critiquing every little thing we do, every
Man.
decision we make, every thought
You
we
guys
have.
got it made, man. I wish I had
We
it
don't-
made like y'all.
we don't have to
I
go-
wish.
Bro, and it's just like, why are they acting like streaming is just like this thing? Like these people are just randomly popular. Like, fuck, I want to tune in. I'll be right back. Okay, bet. But like, why are these people acting like these streamers are just popular just because they're popular, bro? Like, bro, these guys had to start at 0. They had to work a 9 to 5 while streaming. Start at 0, stream, edit their own content, edit their own thumbnails because there probably wasn't anybody doing it for them. Edit their own content, video, thumbnails while working a 9 to 5, a regular job. And then when they got older, when they got bigger, not older, but when they got bigger, then they were able to quit their job. They had to do basically 2 jobs to have 1 job because streaming doesn't pay you when you first start out. You know what I'm saying?
Sign a few envelopes and put them in a mailbox.
Man,
we
you
have
got
to
it
be,
gravy, bro.
what's the next trend?
Because
What's the
the
next
shit I
idea?
go through every
Oh my
day,
God, I have to
got
stream
dogs,
today.
and I got dogs that want to bite my ass
And
every
you have
day.
lunch break.
Grown man talking about there's dogs that want to bite me, bro. Bro, let a dog run up on me. Let me be a mail carrier. Let me be a mail carrier, bro, and a dog run up on me, bro. Twin. You would never see your dog again. You will never see your dog again. Your dog will be missing. You'll be like, Mr. Cuddles, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Ow, 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 ow. I'm telling you, bro. Like, that's not happening to me.
We don't have breaks. We're on 24/7. You got high energy 24/7.
I wish I could be at home like you and get back and get paid
I don't
big
even.
money.
We're not even at home. We're walking.
Bro, this man talking about some. See, and this is the thing. I wish that these people that they brought in, I wish they kind of like give them the rundown of like what they do on the daily basis and stuff like that. But like at the same time, I know this is like what these like conversations are for. But it's like so obvious they don't know like what goes into streaming, bro, because they're like, oh, you just get to sit at home and make money. That's not what it is, bro. Like you basically have to put your entire personality out there, put your entire sense of self out there for people to criticize and for people to enjoy and like be entertained by. Then you make the money. Once people criticize you, make fun of you, call you every single name in the book, demoralize you, make you feel like garbage, then you get the guap, then you get the $10, then you get the 5 cents on an ad. At the beginning, that's at the beginning. You get 5 cents on an ad, maybe 5 get the subs from your homie. Shout out to Leo, huh? But like that's after you deal with all the fake people trying to make you look bad. That's after you deal with all the trollers calling you slurs every day. That's after you deal with people in your game trying to get your channel taken down for no reason just because they know you stream and ruin your progress. That's after all that. Then you get 10 cents. Then you get 10 cents from ad revenue. Then you get $10. Then you get that $25 from that. So those 5 get the subs your homie gave you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't get all that stuff until after you're done interacting with half the people you're interacting with.
Walking around, doing things, going to parties, doing all this stuff.
I got to slave just for not even $100,000 a year. I got to work double overtime. Bullshit.
Okay, what about this? You're guaranteed to get paid. You have a
No, I'm not.
steady rate.
If I don't work, I don't get paid.
Bro, it's the same thing with streaming. If you don't stream, and the thing is, with streaming, it can be a lot more brutal. Bro, you can literally be streaming every day as a big creator, but let you say the wrong thing that someone clips out of context and spreads around the internet. Even if you are streaming every single day, you're cooked, bro. You are quite literally on the tipping balance of if people like you or not. And if they don't like you, you're cooked. You just get no money, no matter how long you stream. You know what I'm saying? It's like coming from like me, like a small streamer, like someone that streams like 12 hours, like 12 hours, 15 hours, like to 10 viewers. It's just like, it's just like after that, bro, then you got to go through all 12 hours of what you just edited, then pick out the clips, then edit the clips, then name the clips, then make sure the clips are like interactive enough for people to, cause the thing is you're basically in the service industry. Like you're in like low-key streaming is just like a self-bossing fast food job, bro. Like low-key content creation is like a self-serving fast food like restaurant job basically, bro. Because basically you start off, right? And you're just making content. Then as you get bigger, people start wanting more from you. So you start making better content. And then you start, leveling up your gear and stuff like that, right? And then once you're at a certain level, bro, then you have to stop caring about the quality of the content, then care about the personality that you're putting out into the world. You know what I'm saying? Because then those people are going to start critiquing your personality and what's actually in the content rather than the content itself and what they're actually getting. There's so like it goes like into so many layers. It goes into so many
As
layers.
simple as
Yeah,
that.
but you have a guaranteed pay.
Guaranteed pay if you
No,
work.
I
That's
don't.
your decision if you don't want
I
to work.
gotta work at the.
You do have a guaranteed rate. Like bro, if you go into your job and you get paid $20 an hour, if you work an hour, you get $20. If you work 2 hours, you get $20. If you work 3 hours, $40. If you work 3 hours, you get $60. But when you're a streamer, you can stream 9, 12. Like I said, I stream 12 hours, 15 hours, you know, whatever. And it's just like you don't get half that. You don't even get half that. You don't even get a quarter of that. You know what I'm saying? But you do it because you want to entertain people and you know what I'm saying, you have a love for your community. You know what I'm saying? So it's really out of love, and then like it depends on what the love you give out is the love you get. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the people that they brought in, if they started streaming, they wouldn't even make it far because they wouldn't even understand that these are actual people behind this, like behind these screens, behind these chats. These are real people. These aren't just like people that are just gonna throw money at you because you're streaming. They're not gonna throw money at you because you're playing Marvel Rivals. They're not gonna throw money at you because you freaking, you know what I'm saying?
If I don't go live, I don't get paid either.
You don't got to deal with people spamming L's.
Yes, we have people in the chat spamming L's.
Okay.
Oh, this is
Spamming L's is crazy.
You have to create content. Imagine you have to be high energy. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? You guys like this stream?
That's me 24/7. I'd rather do that.
So why don't you become a streamer?
Man, that's what I want to do. F that. F does not define shit.
If streaming is so easy, how come every single person in this seat is not a streamer?
People are lazy. They want to put in the work.
That's their fault.
I get called fat all the time.
Oh, so what? I get called fat and chubby. All my homeboys call me chubby, fat, whatever.
That's L homies. That's L homies. I ain't gonna lie. If your homies calling you fat, chubby, bro, like I ain't gonna lie. Drop your homies, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Drop your homies. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. I'm about to restart the TikTok live real quick. Hold on. Real quick. I'm about to restart the TikTok live real quick. We about to restart the TikTok live, and we're gonna put on just chatting real quick, and then after that we're gonna do some freestyles. One second, chat. 1 second, chat. Excuse me. All right. Let's do it again.
Yeah, and you right, homeboy. You right. But check this out, my nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm
Damn.
gonna go out there and get that bag.
I think she's got.
Okay, so now it's I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go get that bag. Now it's I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go get that bag. So you going okay, so first off, as a streamer, you got to go everywhere, bro. You got to be outside all the time. But then you have tens of hundreds of thousands of people who know exactly what you look like, right? Tens of hundreds of thousands of people who think it's okay to insult you and call you whatever they want. Plus, you're going outside. If you go to a restaurant with your family, you're cooked. There's gonna be like 3 groups of people that come up to you, calling you fat, homunculus, double chinned. You know what I'm saying? If you're out walking on the street, you're cooked. Someone might randomly come over and pepper spray you, just like how they did. What's the name, bro? Dude that got banned off of the Purple app, bro. And he started the whole IRL. He started the whole IRL wave, bro. Ice Poseidon, just like how they did Ice Poseidon, bro. They'll spray you with some random chemical, bro. Try to blind you, put acid in your eyes, bro. Like you don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen, especially as a woman streamer. You're cooked. Go outside with 100,000 followers, bro, and see what happens, bro. You're cooked. You're cooked.
She wants to say.
Oh my gosh, wait, we're seeing flags.
Unfortunately, these flags are actually useless. We decided to use a timer instead because we suck at explaining things.
That's real. All right, let me hear what she has to say.
You raised your flag. Is there a reason you did
Yeah,
that?
because I was actually a cook for 15 years. So that means for 15 years, I had to get up practically every day, get dressed, go to work, and I had to deal with not only adults, but I also had to deal with children.
We deal with children every day, too.
We deal with tens of thousands of children. And
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Streamers deal with like most of their fan base is low key children, bro. So it's like out of those hundreds of thousands and tens of thousands of people, bro, like a good like 9,000, not 9,000, yeah, about like 8,000, 8,500 of those are like kids, and then the rest of those are like middle-aged grown men that are hating on them because they're streaming, and then they just go ahead and rip them apart, and then they're just like, oh. Yeah, and they just leave the stream after that, bro. Like, it's the craziest thing, dude. Like, they literally just come into the stream and be like, oh, you suck. Oh, you look fruity, bro. Leave the stream.
The Lacey Thugs are. Do you not know who the Lacey Thugs are?
I can't go out in public without 10 kids coming up asking for a picture.
Real.
You know how hard that is of a life?
Isn't that
That is
special?
difficult.
How long do you think this is going to last?
Forever.
Forever.
You think this
hopefully.
is going to last forever?
I hope so. You just proved my point for me. I don't have that security that's gonna last forever. Having a job, being
That's
a
why
cook,
you gotta
you
grind.
have that security of, oh, I have a job.
A 9-to-5 job is generally more secure than streaming because it offers a steady income, benefits, and legal protections, while streaming is unpredictable, highly competitive, and income depends on viewer support and algorithms. And that's exactly what I'm saying. And the reason why people are saying that streaming is harder than a 9-to-5 is not because because the actual workload. The workload is actually insane, but because of the little reward that you get for the actual workload that you do. These guys are spending 24/7 literally in a content house, making content every day, and they have editors, and this shit is still hard for them. And even though they're living this luxurious life, bro, they're only doing that because they matter to people, bro. You have to make yourself matter to other human beings. When you're a chef, you don't have to make yourself matter to other human beings. You can just keep your head down, cook the entire day, walk out, and never have a problem, bro. You can literally like, if you're a mailman, you can just go out, punch a dog once or twice, do the mail, and then leave. Nobody's gonna care, bro. But when you're a streamer, people care about every single thing you do. And even though that sounds like a good thing, bro, it like sometimes it can really be a bad thing, because there are very much these parasocial people, and it's been happening a lot more that a lot of people don't talk about. There are these parasocial ass people who will literally go to your house, dox you, dox your family, like these crazy people, bro, who like basically think that like y'all are like this super close tight buddy, and then the moment you like try to create just a little bit of distance for, you know what I'm saying, for yourself, for your own personal safety, they just go batshit insane. And then like there have been streamers that have died streaming. Are you dying being a chef? Are you dying being a mailman? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, bro, like it just doesn't even make sense, bro. I'm parasocial for you, Jelani. Let me in. I'm inside your house. Let me crack. Like, bro, that's exactly what I'm talking about, bro. Like, but that's the thing. Some people will be so serious though. Like, I don't know if y'all heard about that, but y'all hear about that one female streamer who got her car lit on fire? Car lit on fire by a dude for basically no reason. It's crazy work.
This could end for me tomorrow.
Hypothetically, if you all of a sudden you lost all your followers, what would you do?
I know.
What? Yes, bro. Like they actually set her car on fire in her driveway on camera, and then left, and then he got caught. It's crazy, dude.
He'll do. Get up.
No, I'm asking
Trigger
him.
warning.
I'm asking him. What would you do if you lost completely all your YouTube?
Hold on. What'd he say?
Lost all your followers. What would you do?
I know what he'll do. Get up.
No, I'm asking
Trigger
him.
warning.
I'm asking him. What would you
Job.
do if you lost
Yo.
completely all your
Yeah.
YouTubers?
Get a
Nothing.
trigger warning
No one
job.
watched you anymore. I didn't even watch you anymore. What would you have to do? You would have to actually go to work. Oh my God, did I just cuss at you?
That's a slur. If I did lose all my followers, I would probably buy a couple houses and start my real estate empire.
Okay, so then you would have to actually go to work. You would actually.
Okay, so like the thing that this conversation is lacking is the understanding that they're not saying that streaming is replacing a job. They're saying streaming is harder than a job, and streaming in itself is harder than a job because of where you start and where you end. It's all completely on you. If you take a day off, you're screwed. If you say the wrong thing, you're screwed. If you do anything, which is basically just like a job. I mean, with jobs, you get days off, but like if you say the wrong thing, you're screwed. If you act in a unorderly conduct, you're screwed. You're like, your viewership is down. You get fucked. And it's just like, it's low-key just like a job. Like, it's literally just like a job, bro. Like, especially on the higher levels, bro. Even on the lower levels, it's like a job too, because you're trying to sell yourself, bro. So like, even if you're like a salesman or something like that, bro, like, I mean, streaming is the same way. You're basically selling your entire humanity. You're selling your entire humanity for entertainment and hoping that people like latch onto that, and then, saying want to support you because they see you as like, basically their best buddy. Which I think is insane. Like the way that works, and like the fact that we're able to experience that. But it's just like, that's just really what it is, bro. I mean, that's just really the facts. Like,
They have to go to the office.
And I would think that would be a much easier job than streaming.
You gotta go into your setup though and sit in front of studio lights and read the chat and be interactive.
But no, he lost everybody. He has no followers whatsoever. He would have to turn around.
You're proving my point.
You would have to turn
proving my
around.
point. You're proving my point on why this is harder because I could lose it all tomorrow.
Yeah, but you could lose it tomorrow.
If let's say you're a cook, right? Let's say you got fired. You have hundreds of people lined up. You can go cook over here, cook over there. You
could be a private chef.
You could be a private chef, exactly.
Literally.
You have that security.
I was a cook in the school system. I cooked all frozen food.
But you still cook. You still cook. You go cook for another school.
I think I saw.
I mean, and that's a good point, bro, because you can literally go cook for another school. If you're a chef, you can go cook at another restaurant. If you're a janitor, you can go clean at another place. If you're a teacher, you can go teach somewhere else. Even sometimes when these people have criminal records, they're still able to land jobs. Bro, nobody is watching a criminal record streamer. I mean, some of them are, but like it's not like watching. It's more like watching a train crash and burn. Like they're watching a train crash and burn kind of watching. They're not watching these crash out streamers and these streamers with like freaking long criminal records like they're cream of the crop, bro. Like
Flag right here.
Flags. I see red flags.
I'm gonna have to backlight. Yo, Lacey, it's the truth.
I think something you guys aren't taking into account. Say we get a brand deal, I gotta post on an Instagram story. I gotta go find the 4 local cans.
okay, that's troll. That's so troll. Yo, girls bandwagon each other and glaze each other so fast. Why you say that, bro?
I gotta make sure I get the 4 local can. And
Not to mention,
You have to do work. That's what we have to do.
it ruins our Twitter impressions too.
I gotta tag them.
And then that goes into falling off.
My name is Rhonda. I'm a registered nurse from
That's big dog. That's a big dog right there. Registered nurse from the South, boy. She finna tear you a new one. And she black. You're cooked.
35 years
You're cooked.
ago, I decided to go to nursing school because I wanted to be a creative. I thought I loved fashion, I loved acting, I loved singing. But in the South, whole lot of racism back in the 60s. And
But that just sounds like you're like at the time they were kind of like stopping you from really being what you want to be, and I feel like that's inconvenient from the time that you lived, bro. But I don't think that has anything to do with comparing a 9-to-5 to an actual streaming, like to streaming, bro. I don't think so.
50s, people didn't give a rat's ass if you created something, and they wouldn't support your business.
Yep.
So yes, a 9-to-5 is much harder. I had to work.
But that point actually just doesn't go into the conversation. Just because they made it harder for you to create and be a creative doesn't mean that, you know, being a creative compared to a 9-to-5 is harder. Hold on, real quick side note, chat. Bro, so I was talking to some guy on Discord server because he believes that looks are all that matter in society, and some girl posted some attractive guy and he pinged me, so I'm like, but Ava doesn't matter to these rich people with money as a joke, and she knew it was a joke and she was chilling, but her other friend comes out of nowhere talking about, does she know you? Why are you bothering us? Like, niggas really weird. The thing is, bro, like, girls are really defensive over their friends. Yo, what's good, Unc? I think being a streamer is harder, Unc, low-key. Low-key, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm playing devil's advocate, but like I actually do think the same thing, that streaming is harder, not because like the actual. I mean, the thing is, first of all, the workload is like bad, especially if you're doing it by yourself. The workload is terrible. Like being a streamer, and especially a small streamer, and you're not established, you don't have money to pay editors, you don't have money to do that. Like, it looks extravagant, bro, but like really, bro, like you have to like actually like grind and put time into it. Like, literally, I just had told my chat that I'm not gonna be streaming on the weekends because like I'm trying to edit and get more content out more timely, bro, because I'm not gonna blow up if I'm not actually consistent. Like, I can't be posting a video a month ago and then posting another video. That's not how that works. You need to be posting at least 2 videos a week, at least 2-3 videos a week. You know what I'm saying? You be doing YouTube, big uncle? Yes, sir. I actually do, bro. Like, I be doing YouTube. I be doing playthroughs of I stream it and then I edit the VODs. But I just uploaded my first playthrough of not a stick of truth, but the Fractured Butthole, the South Park game, and then I also posted the second part to my Batman Arkham Knight series. I'm about to post the ending to it because I did like a 9-hour stream, 9-hour playthrough, the 9-hour playthrough of Batman Arkham Knight. The Fractured what? Hey, bro, just go watch the video, bro. Just go watch the video, buddy.
7 to 3, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I had to support my daughter.
Rhonda,
You get spoiled.
Rhonda, can I ask you a question?
Nope.
Have you ever done
You
it?
get spoiled. No.
Rhonda,
You
Rhonda,
get spoiled, and your
Rhonda,
mama and
Rhonda,
daddy keep
Rhonda,
giving it to you.
Rhonda, I got a
did
question for Rhonda.
I
I got a
did
question for Rhonda. Rhonda,
Yes.
have you ever done a subathon?
What's a subathon?
Oh my god.
30 days straight.
Yo, okay, so you gotta pull up this point. Subathon is crazy. Okay, so Subathon is crazy. Wait, Squid Game season 3 dropped? Yeah, it's been dropped. It dropped earlier today, bro. My girl was telling me about that. She was like, oh my show. W Subathoning? Yo, the thing is, bro, 30 days on camera is ridiculous. Nobody, like, I feel like not a lot of people can do that, bro. 30 days straight, 24 hours to 24 hours to 24 hours to 24 hours, constantly being entertaining. That's cooked. It's cooked. A Purple Lab Subathon is a live streaming event on the Purple Lab where streamers' broadcast time is extended based on the numbers of subscriptions they receive. Essentially, every time a viewer subscribes, the streamer's timer increases, creating a marathon stream that can last for hours or even days.
Great.
24
Hours a day.
day and night. No break.
Day and night, no breaks.
That ain't even healthy.
You're talking about working 7 to 3. You have 2.
That ain't even healthy. Exactly. Exactly. That's the point. It's not healthy at all. It's not healthy. You're not supposed to do that. It is not healthy. But the thing is that people do it for an event for the community. They sacrifice basically their own mental and physical health to put on a show for these other people. It's a physically and mentally and spiritually demanding job, bro, because you have to put your mental, your physical, and your spirit into every video, into every stream, or people are not gonna rock with you. It is that simple, dude.
You get to go home.
It's
after
crazy.
work, see your family, relax. We were on camera 30 days straight, no personal.
What
If you know how
day
hard
were
it
you
is
a registered
to
nurse?
have.
When did you get a break? You clean boo-boo?
When have you ran a 3-minute ad? When have
clean
you
up
ever ran? You
vomit,
never ran a 3-minute ad.
pass trays, you short-handed.
Okay. 3-minute ad is crazy comparison, but no, for real, like that is real though, bro. Like once you're done with your work, you do have all that downtime. But the thing is about like when you're streaming, bro, and you go home, bro. Like, no, when you're streaming, you're always home, first of all. So, like, your home is basically your workspace, which, honestly, I don't think is okay because, you know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people have office spaces. But when you're a small streamer, especially, like, this, you don't have an office space. You're just recording in your house, bro. So, you're literally just, like, your home is your workspace. And a lot of people don't know how to manage it, too. So, like, at the same time, they'll be overworking themselves, and then they'll mentally drain themselves and burn themselves out, then stop making content. Then the numbers will fall off, and then you're back at square one. Like, it's really crazy. And then when you're doing these 30-day subathons, bro, like Kai was doing 30-day subathon, like a whole month subathon, bro. Wasn't able to talk to his mom, wasn't able to talk to his sister, wasn't able to talk to none of his family, couldn't hang out with people, even though he had the money to do so. He had the money to go fly and see them. He had the money to go drive and see them. He had the money to go do whatever he wanted. He had to literally be on camera because that is his job, and he has to do that. Because people are instead of a manager calling you, it's 40,000 people blowing up your Instagram DMs. People trying to find your phone number to call you to tell you get on stream. People trying, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, bro, like that shit, like that's crazy. That's actually like the most insane thing.
Talk about the fake relationships that you have.
Oh my God.
Now,
It's fake
think
on
about
social
this.
media.
Think about this. Imagine every little person, we call them parasocials. They judge your relationships. You can't go out to dinner or have a girl take a picture
Oh,
of
God.
your car without them finding out and judging you.
I got caught with my ex.
I got caught with my ex, and I got treated like I was a pedophile for it.
But mental health. When you stop caring about what people think,
See, but that's the thing, bro. When you're streaming, you are literally forced to. You're forced to think about how people perceive you because you are the business. You are everything around, like everything that comes in money wise is based off the streamer. If you're making money, that's because you're an entertaining, good streamer. You bring in a lot of views, It, like, you know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. But you have to be that every single day, 24/7. If you're not that one day, if you're not that one stream, people start worrying about you. Oh, what's happening? Is he depressed? People start calling the police on you because they think that something's going to happen. People, you know what I'm saying? And those people are stalking you every day. You can't talk to your ex. You can't talk to anyone. They're going through your old history, pulling up old tweets trying to make you look bad, pulling up old tweets trying to make fun of you. Like, bro. And then bringing it up to the present day, and then applying that to your character and like in the present, like that's stressful, dude. That's stressful.
and what they say about you, do you. And that's a big problem with younger people. You care about what people think, social media, what they say about
Because
you.
that's our job.
That, thank you, bro. I'm like, thank you that like they can just say that, bro. Just thank you for saying that, bro. Because that's literally your job, is to quite literally cater to the entertainment of all these other people, different types of people, bro. And the reason why you're in this position is because you have the ability, the innate ability that not a lot of people have, to appeal to a wider audience on a level, on a scale that is grander than most other people, bro. You're either funny enough, talented enough, interesting enough, mysterious enough, or blah 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 to bring in this amount of crowd, bro. And in my opinion, that's a talent, bro. I feel like that's a talent, bro. But shoot,
You
bro.
said you're a nurse, right?
35 years.
What do you think's harder? 24-hour open surgery, like when you're helping with, the doctor, et cetera, or 24-hour stream?
24-hour open surgery.
Oh, bro.
Oh my god, this shit is so fucking stupid. It's just so fucking dumb. Oh my god. Obviously the 24-hour operation is obviously harder because I mean you have to have the mental ability to look at guts and blood for 24 hours, bro, and like actually deal with the stench of blood and iron and pus and all that shit on, you know what I'm saying, from another person that you don't even know, that you're forced to fix up. Like obviously like that's a troll. It's a troll, but I mean, still.
We're saving thousands, you're saving one.
We're saving thousands. You're saving one. Yo, chill out. Chill out. Yo, that is so bugged out.
All right, so you said 30-day subathon, right?
Yeah.
He's
My
jobless.
point is that none of you guys actually did any of the work
Jobless.
during that, and it was all your filmers, your
he part of the
editors,
Faze team?
your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
They didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
No, because here's the thing.
That's bad takes.
That's bad takes. That's bad takes. That's bad takes.
Go.
Bro, you see how they started clapping, bro?
If it wasn't for us, though.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie. He got him though. He got him though.
As every person in this room, we keep them employed as well. Because here's the thing, we get sponsors from these companies that have 9-to-5s, right? These companies, hold on. These companies are not viable without influencers to push the brand and keep them in business.
Okay, that's not true because these businesses that are sponsoring, like especially Four Locos, everybody knew Four Locos before streamers. I don't think that they need streamers to push them. But I mean, like as like, time is passing and like, like the way that social media is evolving to be like a monster of an idea, influencers are the new celebrities, and eventually these brands are gonna have to depend on streamers to push their stuff for sure. But you're not gonna see like a healthcare sponsorship or like anything like that. But like I'm saying, most of the time these businesses are already established. But I'm not gonna yap on it too long.
Have you ever worked a real job?
No.
So how would you know?
I have worked a real job.
What was your real job?
I worked 8 months. I worked a double. I worked Walmart and Panera at the same time for a year.
Oh, she's laughing, bro. She's making me mad.
Okay, no, like actually though, like working 2 jobs at one time is actually like fucked, bro. Like you have to get off of a shift at one job and then drive whatever the commute is to the other job just to work the same amount of hours you just worked. No breaks, by the way. Sometimes they don't get any breaks, bro. I don't see Walmart giving like very long breaks, cause I used to date a girl that worked at a Walmart, and like they give like 30-minute breaks, 2 30-minute breaks, or you get 1 hour long break. And so if you're working, let's say like a normal 9-to-5, actually, let's do that. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8 hours. So you work 8 hours with a 1 hour break. So you work 7 hours, and then you go and you drive 30 minutes to the other job to work another 8 hours. Like, dude, you're gonna be dead tired. You're gonna come home and you're gonna hit the bed. And the same thing is just like when these streamers be doing 24. Like literally, if you really think about it, bro, you basically just did it to subathon, bro. Okay, hold on, bro.
I actually feel like they're wrong.
Okay, round 2, Ron. Stable Ronaldo streams are high energy, entertaining, and also feature Fortnite gameplay, funny reactions, and interactive moments with fans. And known for his humor and loud personality, he keeps his audience engaged with constant commentary and viral clips on Twitch. He boasts around 3.9 million followers, averages 23,000 viewers per stream. That's a lot. That's a lot too. Is he doing every single round? Okay, no, okay, okay.
Chris, why do you think a 9-to-5 job is?
Yo, Terrell, thank you so much for the likes, bro. Welcome in, gang. Welcome in, gang. Welcome in, gang.
It's not harder than what you do.
Well, you're guaranteed to pay.
Guaranteed to pay.
Yeah.
And that makes it harder?
Yeah. No, it makes it easier for you.
Makes
guys.
it easier because we have a guaranteed pay.
100%.
Yes.
You have security.
Yes. Without a doubt.
It's easier
Without a
for
doubt.
9-to-5 people to have a job because their pay is
when you go to
guaranteed.
work every day, everyone's
so you're
like,
basing the ease of a job just on somebody getting paid regularly? Is that what you?
well, let's just say.
I mean, okay, so like, it's like if you go to your job and you work 3 hours, and say you get paid $20 an hour, you go to your job, and you work 8-hour shift, bro. You get paid $40, bro. Like, and that happens for the next 7 shifts. Does that not make your job harder? Because with streamers, they stream like 8-9 hours. They don't even get a quarter of that. And then like their workload is worse because they have to, especially if you're doing everything by yourself. Like that process takes like days to make like after you stream, you have to go ahead and edit for days and then make the thumbnails, bro. Especially if you're doing like a long stream, especially if you're doing like long streams and you're doing like either a compilation or a playthrough stream, bro. Like you're cooked, absolutely cooked.
Well, that comes to perspective. If you say someone who works food, if you're someone who works a doctor, it's obviously different. But if you're talking abroad, 9 to 5, someone who doesn't need a degree, yeah, it's way easier than being a streamer.
How so?
Well, it's because you're guaranteed, and you don't need any crazy knowledge. You don't need to go to school for most jobs. Like certain things like a 9 to 5. If you wanted to go work at Foot Locker, I could go to Foot Locker, apply, and then next thing you know, I'm selling shoes for pay every single hour.
Yeah.
So according to you, a job is easier or harder based on the guaranteed pay? That's one aspect of it.
Working
right?
at Foot Locker, working at a job like Panera or whatever Lacey is.
Yo, watching straight corn is low key kind of gay. My nigga, what possessed you to fucking say that, bro? What the fuck? And what is the logic behind that? How? In what way?
Is easier than a streamer, yes, because a streamer you have to come up with ideas. You have to stay relevant.
We're talking about ideas now. Okay,
yeah,
we're talking about pay.
Okay, so what do you want to start with though? But it doesn't
easier.
make. But
well,
you're not even. You keep switching it. So why don't you answer my question?
I'm not switching anything.
You know, you 100% are.
Yeah,
so how is it harder if you're guaranteed to pay? I worked for 4 years of streaming. I didn't make $1.
Well, what's your definition?
Thank you, bro. Like no one talks about that. Like the starting out, bro. Like when you start out, bro, and you're just like you're 0 followers into it, bro. And you're streaming, bro, like you get no money. You don't like the aspect of money isn't even a thing for you for like those first like 2-3 months. Not even 2-3 months. Like if you're inconsistent, maybe like a year. That first year, bro. Money isn't even an aspect that you think you can get out of streaming, bro, because you won't even be affiliated. So you can't even think about subs. You can't even try to put your mind on a sub, bro. But you low key looking at the man's pee in the girl, so it's kind of fruity. No, bro, you're imagining the man's pee is your pee. What the freaky, man? Like, come on, bro.
That's the thing. It's like what
stuff
is
that
difficult.
you need creativity. You need to get out of your circle, comfort zone.
Yeah.
You need to be able to actually.
Yes, bro. The thing is about being a streamer is that people are living vicariously through you, bro. So you constantly have to do new things because people want you to do new things because a lot of the time they watch streamers just so they don't have to do the stupid and dumb shit that they do. And they just want to have the most relatable person to kind of just go through that journey with. So as a streamer, you're going to be pushed to go to parties. You're going to be pushed to do these other things, play these games, you know what I'm saying? Do these things that, you know what I'm saying, you might not have done a year before that, but you're doing for the content and for your community, bro. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, like even when it comes to like just like constantly doing one thing over and over, like with streaming, you're just not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're like a super skilled gamer or something, bro, like, and you like you know what I'm saying, like you're top 1, top 10 in the world, like you're gonna be forced to do different things over and over and over again until it gets to the point to where like people want you to settle down. You know what I'm saying?
make people believe what you believe in the sense of like, oh, this is good content. Do you watch any TV shows?
I watch YouTube.
Okay, you watch
so
YouTube.
much YouTube.
So it's the same thing.
Okay, so you watch YouTube, but you're. That's ironic, bro. I just got to add. I just got a freaking ad. Nah, go ahead. You can play it. Yeah, all right, let's go. We're back. Where are we at? Okay, bro. What the fuck?
Years of streaming, I didn't make $1.
Well, what's your definition of hard? That's the thing.
Like
It's
watching Fruity Corn is of the opposite from you is straighter. I mean, yeah, duh. Like what? That's a no-brainer.
You need creativity. You need to get out of your circle, comfort zone.
Yep.
You need to be able to actually make people believe what you believe in
Yep.
the sense of like, oh, this is good content. Do you watch any TV shows?
I watch YouTube.
Okay, you watch
so
YouTube?
much YouTube.
So it's the same thing. So the people that you're entertained by are the people like us, just for a different audience.
Oh God.
That's true. But you're talking about entertainment as a job. We could talk about entertainment.
This is entertainment,
as a job.
but this
yeah,
is entertainment.
entertainment
But
as
my
a
question
job
to you
doesn't have
is
any
why?
guarantees. Absolutely.
So do you truthfully you can sit here and think that working at like a Foot Locker or something like that? I'm just using that because that's the best example. Is harder than a streamer?
It depends on what you are saying the word hard means to you.
In the sense of everyday activity, because some people around here say,
Like literally, bro. Like he was right before, bro, because he's like, you go in, you sell your shoes, and you leave. When you stream 6 hours, get off, edit the VOD, then you gotta chop up the VOD. Like, bro, like that. You gotta get off, download the VOD, which is probably gonna take up hella shit on your computer because it does mine. Chop it up, edit it. Do the thumbnail and editing. And the thing is, bro, people don't realize that when you're a content creator, you have to learn skills that like you didn't even know before. You want to make content, bro, you have to learn to edit, or you have to pay an editor. Which if you're just starting out, you're broke, bro. You're not gonna have any money to pay an editor, dude. Like you know, like literally, you got to learn that yourself, and that's the reason why a lot of these streamers learn how to do their thumbnails themselves. It's because they were broke and they can't pay editors. They were broke, they can't pay thumbnail artists, so they just have to do it by themselves, which would take days. Literally days to do. I literally have to change. I literally have to, like, bro, I don't think people understand. Me as a small content creator, I am a small content creator. I am nowhere near to the level of these Faze guys. I have canceled hangouts. I've skipped parties. I've skipped so many social interactions to do this. And a lot of these guys have done the exact same thing for maybe even less than I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. I just finished retiming and it was 33.08, which should put me at number 16. Bro, submit it, gang. Submit it. Submit the run.
7 a.m., 8 a.m. Oh, yeah. Okay, we have to do the same thing. Sure.
Thank you, bro. Bro, you have to, like, as a streamer, you have to wake up at 7 a.m. Literally check, like, you're the big streamer. You have a team. You're running a team as a big streamer, bro. If you're a big streamer, bro, you're dealing with like 30 people, and on top of that, dealing with 10,000 people when you're actually streaming. It's crazy.
Yourself.
No, we deal with millions
when
of people.
You're creating that
yes.
content and you have your phone,
okay,
you're dealing with you and yourself in that phone.
Okay, so what happens if
you're not dealing with
not true?
And you're not
that's not true at all. I have an
okay.
editor that I pay who relies on me. If I
thank you.
Type of content, he loses
so when
a job.
You go to your job,
thank you.
When you go to work, rather than punching a card, you pick up your phone or you turn on a camera.
Okay, so when you punch the card, let's say, who's above you? Your boss, right? What happens if he just takes the business and he says, oh, we're not doing it anymore? You lose your job.
If the work is picking up a phone or turning on a camera as opposed to going in with a bunch of people and having to multitask tasks you have to...
Brother, he's talking about multitasking. Okay. So if you're a big streamer, millions and millions of viewers, you have an editor, thumbnail, probably a PR person, probably have somebody that speaks about brand deals. You like, okay, just those four. Let's just take those four. So when you wake up at 7 in the morning, you have to contact your editor, make sure the video is done. Contact your thumbnail artist, make sure the thumbnail is done. Contact your PR person, make sure your PR is straight. And then I forgot even the last guy, bro. Like even now I'm forgetting, bro. So it's like, imagine they have to deal with like 3 times that, bro. 12 different people, bro. And that's probably gonna take up like at least 4 hours of like off the wake up, bro. Talking to that team. For some YouTubers, it's different because they run their stuff by themselves. But like for these guys that are on this grand of a scale, brother, they're basically running a business.
Tasks you gotta do throughout the stream.
All you gotta do is hold on. talk about rock bands and dance groups to old people for them to understand. Literally, I don't understand, man.
Tell me.
I feel like they got like the wrong people for this conversation.
Doing your job for however many number of
Okay,
hours that
perfectly.
you are talking and typing and shitting and eating and all that stuff that everybody's watching you do.
Go ahead.
No, but there's actually a mental aspect.
I understand that. Yeah.
No. Let me hear me out.
Go ahead.
Camaraderie.
Like you have like a group of people, like
Camaraderie.
relationships, which is the most important thing in life. So do you build that with your coworkers and stuff like that?
Sorry, bye. See you later.
So you have a lot of flags.
What's your name?
So I'm Angelina, and I work as an executive assistant.
You're right. You're right. She's right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Executive assistant, bro. You got it. They're simping.
Alright, so you guys were talking about the mental aspect, and I thought that was really interesting because as someone who works a 9 to 5, technically it's a 10 to 6, but I still have to clock in a certain amount of time. I come home, I'm too tired to cook. Fortunately, I have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home, but if I didn't, I would have to cook for myself and get to bed in time and wake up in time to commute back to my job. You guys talk about how it's hard because there's a mental aspect, and I understand as someone who's been on social media a lot that you get
How long have you
berated.
been on social media? Just to get broad.
So I actually did content creation starting at the age of 14. When I moved to LA, I gained like 10,000 followers off the bat, and I was very young, and I started working with different brands.
Okay.
I totally understand the mental aspect. It's just that you guys can afford to say, hey, I'm gonna go wherever for 2 weeks, and that can be content, that can be your job, and you actually get to relax and travel the world and have other
So
opportunities.
you're just saying a lot of points.
There's no relaxation.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, bro. If it's content, bro, I don't think people understand that when it's content, bro. There's no 50%. There's no relaxing. There's no silent time. It like the thing about streaming, and the thing that I think the thing I try to like put to perspective to other people when they start to stream, is that when you're streaming, you have to basically make it feel like a YouTube video the entire stream. You have to make it feel like people are watching a YouTube video the entire stream. Like if you really want people like to stay there and be there for you, you can take a hiatus as a big streamer though. I mean, yeah, as a big streamer, you can take a hiatus. But even when these people take these hiatuses, bro, I mean, okay, so listen, when it comes to big streamers, right? Like people in Faze and stuff, like their comeback streams make a lot more money than their actual streams. But the thing is, after you do that comeback stream, people are gonna expect you to make a lot more new content and a lot better content. I think she's kind of saying you have more freedom with what you do. Yeah, that's the thing about content creation. It's super versatile. But like the thing that I'm saying is that despite it being versatile, like she's saying that you get to relax. Like you get to go out. Oh, I'm gonna go book a trip to Bali, right? And that's gonna be content. But if you're booking a trip to Bali as content, you still have to be high energy, and you still have to make that entire trip to Bali, however many days you're staying there, feel like it's a YouTube video. You still have to make all 5, 4, 6 days of those, you know what I'm saying? 6 days of that trip feel like a YouTube video. You don't get to relax, bro, because you have to make content with your personality. You have to turn that content personality on immediately when you get there. You don't get to like take in the side, be like, oh man, I'm just gonna hang out at the bar and I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna hang out the bar, have a few drinks. If you hang out, if you're a streamer and you're hanging out at the bar, getting a few drinks, you better be trying to rizz up the bartender, or you better be like trying to act like, you know what I'm saying, troll your friends like while you're there, or you better be trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, ask random people random questions, because no one's gonna want to just watch you sit at a bar and drink. They could just go to a bar in real life and drink. They watch you because you're supposed to be doing something different from them in their normal life. And that's the expectation that streamers are suffering from, is to be always constantly doing something new and innovative with their life, because people expect them to, because that's the content, is them doing extravagant things with their day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Disrespect the age of consent. What the freak?
I can answer a couple. So you were saying, like, to go back to the beginning, you were saying, like, you can manage, like, your time with, like, relationship. Was that correct? Like, you have your girlfriend when you go home, like.
I fortunately have a support system, but I every day like ask myself how I would have been able to do it without.
Example. So you said 14 you started. I started at 16. For about 3 years, I was making money, and it slowly went super up, and then all of a sudden it went down, right? I lost everything, fell off completely. About to myself. It's a real story. This is a real story. This isn't a joke. Why are you smiling?
We've all been there. Every 9-to-5 worker has been there.
So
That's
going
why.
back to what you said, how you have a support system. I moved across the country from my parents.
Okay, so like if you've been there, why are you trying to be like, oh, like your job is easier? That doesn't even make sense. We don't expect you to be extravagant. We don't expect you to be extravagant though. Yeah, okay, so that's the thing, and it depends on the community you're building. But like I'm saying, I'm like, okay, so like for our community, like for like FEA, us, like the people that are on this channel and the people that follow this channel, like we come together to chill, talk to each other, have fun, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying, like our streams are more generally chill. We're not like hopping out of our seats, clip farming and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, like we're not doing that. But these guys are like top, like these are streamers, like these are like, you know what I'm saying. And chat, eventually when I get bigger, we're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, like there's gonna be days or there's gonna be like times, you know what I'm saying, when I'm making content where like I'm gonna like want to do like extravagant things. But like right now, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's just not, because, you know what I'm saying, it just is what it is. Like we're just a small community, bro, and I love it this way. But I know that at a point, like when I get to where I want to be, I'm gonna have to be, you know what I'm saying, a little bit extravagant, or I'm gonna want to do extravagant things for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's the same thing with them too. They want to do extravagant things for their community, because not only does it like get them views, it also like brings the community closer together, because then you can basically have like memories. Like, oh, I remember when you went to that trip to Bali. Oh man, that shit was so fire. But I remember when you went to the, you know what I'm saying, here. I remember when you did this. I remember you did this. And then, you know what I'm saying, that's how they keep that. That's how they keep that, because then they bring new viewers in. Those new viewers see those experiences. They come back to their stream. They talk about it. They spread it to their friends. This is in the third. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm grateful for my community. Like I say it every day. I say it to y'all. I say it like on stream all the time. Like I'm grateful for my community, bro. Like I would never want to have any other community, bro. Like y'all are amazing, bro. Like I love every single one of y'all, bro.
Lived alone in an apartment, was paying a certain amount of money every single month, and I was losing money. I wasn't making enough money to pay my like I had money in my bank for my rent, but I wasn't making more than my rent.
Yeah.
So I was losing.
You were in the red every month.
I was in the red every single month. Girlfriend broke up with me at the time, so alone across the country. So it's like when you're alone too and everything's going down, where's my support system?
I don't like why she's laughing, bro.
Okay, so I have a question. You said that for the first 4 years you started streaming, you had no income. How are you able to survive?
He worked.
Almost 16.
Oh, never mind. Oh yeah.
So that to a certain extent is privilege.
That's privilege?
It is.
But my mom.
How is that privilege if you started at 14, moved to LA, and then got 10K? You started at 14, moved to LA, got 10K. He started at 16. It went up, crashed down. Then he was in the red and like living on his own. What? That.
But my mom. How's that privilege?
It's privilege because you have the support system to have a place to live.
Well, at 15, 16, I would hope I have parents that would live with me.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't, and they have to take 9 to 5.
That's a whole different discussion. So.
What? Wait. Wait a minute.
That's privilege?
It is.
Hold on.
But my mom, how's that privilege?
It's privilege because you have the support system to have a place to live.
Okay, so if a 16-year-old has a support system to be able to have somewhere to live and uses that support system to build up to chasing his dreams, that's privilege? Wait, so if your parent, okay, so like if your parents have a house and you live in the house, and inside said house you start putting pieces together to go chase your dream, which can be streaming or music or whatever it is, that's privilege? I mean, people don't have the privilege of being able to live with a parent, but I don't think that's a privilege. I think that's something that if you're a parent, like, no, I think that no. I don't think, hold on. Let me search up the word privilege to make sure that I'm using it correctly. to make sure they're using it correctly. Privilege. A special right, advantage, or immunity granted or only available to a particular person or group. Okay, so one, she's not using privilege correctly. That's not. Then yeah, I'm about to say that not having a good parent, a parent. That's not a privilege. Yeah, like, dude, having a house to live in, like if your parents are good parents, they would give you a house to live. Like I don't think that's entitled to say. I feel like some parents don't plan to be parents and they don't have a home, and that's very, you know what I'm saying, that's a very sad reality that a lot of people go through. But I mean, for a lot of people, they are able to have a roof over their heads. Shout out to all the parents, by the way. W parents, if you were able to bring your kid up under a roof and, you know, let them have some things. I feel like that's a normal thing. What she's saying makes sense, but don't make sense. Yeah, no, it don't make sense because she's saying to a certain extent that's privilege, but it's not privilege because if you're 16 years old, and then before she was saying, oh, I started content at 14, blew up, got 10K followers when I moved to LA. So wouldn't you be privileged as well because you have the privilege to move to LA, which gave you an opportunity to get 10K followers to start your content creation journey? What? Like being able to put pieces together and having the resources because your parents will be privileged, I guess. But like, I don't like, no, because like, it's like, no, I don't think so. I don't think she's even using privilege correctly because like we just read the definition: a special right, advantage, or immunity granted or available only to a particular person or group. Having a house to live is not exclusive to a particular person or group. Everybody wants a house. Not everyone can get a house, but it's not exclusively available to certain people. It's just that some people are just not able to afford a house, and that's just the sad reality of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I can see where she's coming from, but I don't think that's how privilege works, man. I'm not agreeing with her. I'm just trying to piece together what she's saying. Yeah, me too, bro. Like, cause it's like I get it. Like I can get where she's trying to go with that, but that's not privilege. Like literally by the definition that we just read, it's just not privilege. Like I don't know.
At 15, 16, I would hope I have parents that would live with me.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't, and they have to take 9 to 5s.
So a lot of people don't have houses.
A lot of people don't have families that support them or accept them.
But that's a whole different conversation. What does that do with the 9 to 5?
Because they still need to survive. So the fact that you were given.
So how did you move to LA?
I moved across the country as well with my mom when I was 15 years old.
Okay, so what are we? Okay, so what are we talking about? Okay, so what are we talking about, bro? Because oh my God, you just said he's privileged, but you moved across the country with your mom into LA that put you in a position to get 10K. Yeah, I don't know. What are you saying then? Yeah, she's dumb as shit. I can't figure out oh God, what are you talking about? Tweaking, absolutely tweaking.
Do you not think that's privileged?
I mean, we moved into a 1-bedroom in Santa Monica and shared a trundle bed, so.
Okay, well, I was reselling shoes to afford my mom's mortgage and everything.
I get it. I've definitely helped my family out. And
see, look, like, and this is the problem. This is the problem when people use words the wrong way because you use privilege in the wrong way. Now you're locked into like a pity grudge match, bro. Now both y'all are trying to be like, oh, my life was sadder. Oh, my life was sadder. Oh, my life was sadder because you want to use privilege the wrong way. That was not privilege. And then even by that consensus, bro, you are hypocritical because you literally said you did content creation at 15 with 10K followers after you moved to LA with your mother that put you in a position to get 10K followers. Brain dead, bro.
Times where I was able to, but I also had to have my family support me in order for me to have certain opportunities to make money in the first place. So if you didn't have content creation, what would you be doing?
It's a great question. I don't know because I didn't set my goals that way. I set up my life to that. I know I would do what I want to do.
Oh, God.
We all got paid the same every single month. Let's say just in simple terms, we all got paid $100,000 a month, a crazy amount of money. Would you guys still, truthfully, I'm asking a serious question, would you guys say that all of our jobs are harder than each other, truthfully?
Yeah, if she was a nurse, she had to go to medical school for years just to be able to have her
But
foot
she
in the
knew
door.
that she was getting security because she was going to be a nurse, correct?
Not secure.
How is it not secure if you knew what you were going to do?
Nothing secure.
Nothing secure. You just proved my point. But you just proved my point.
No job is secure.
Wait.
Pure, but content creation gives you the ability to have those savings, to have an audience.
Oh no. We're pausing it right there because what are you talking about? Okay, first of all, let me just start where they started. Okay, so if they all got paid $100,000, right, and you're getting the equal amount of pay, you would still say that one job is harder than the other. Now, bro, she said that being a nurse is not secure. And then they're talking about no job is secure. And if that's the case, then by that, streaming is also not secure. You just proved his point, like he said.
Even if you do lose all your followers one day, even if
let's say I lost it all tomorrow.
You still have residuals of your previous viral videos. Even if people are hating on you and shitting on you, that's still.
No, first of all, bro. First of all, one, you have plug channels who are making money off your likeness that you never get back. Two, if you lose all your followers, you're not able to post like any okay. So what? So what are they're considering that touching 0 followers is losing it all. Touching 0 followers is losing it all. Okay, so he touches 0 followers, but he still has residuals. Okay, excuse me. If you have an actual job, right, and you have the benefit of a 401k when you retire and or are fired from the job, you still have the 401k. Plug channels give you popularity. They give you popularity, but they don't give you money. They're basically stealing your content, which is why some people shoot down plug channels. Which is why some plug channels get shut down because they're actually making money. Which is also why Dante is really cool with a lot of his plug channels because he understands that they want to make money, and then if they're using content that he says that they can use, then it's okay. But a lot of people are actually stealing content from these content creators to make their own money. Yeah. You do make money off them because they guide more people to your content? No, you don't. Because so these plug channels, what they do is they take your content and they'll upload it as a short, right? So if they keep uploading shorts, right, and one of the shorts gets a million views, right, then the next one gets a million views, right? All the money that they make off of those videos are never coming back to you. They can make $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 off of posting Kai Cenat clips. And Kai Cenat would not see a dime of that money. Not like it would make a difference to Kai Cenat if he saw any of that money. But the point is that they are still making money off of someone else's likeness for little to no effort. And they're stealing that content that would have been your clips that would have gotten you money. They steal the same clips as these other content creators are posting. You know what I'm saying? Right, but it's a give-take relationship. It's not a give-take relationship because the thing is that, okay, so say right now Jinxie had a clip, right? Jinxie had a clip of him reviewing something, right? He posts said clip, right? Or no, Jinxie had a clip of him reviewing something. He's about to post it. Plug channel posted it. Plug channel gets the views off of it first. Jinxie's not seeing a dime of that money. Then when Jinxie reposts same said clip, the viewers might have already seen said clip and then skip by it. You know what I'm saying? Not every single viewer or subscriber that is coming from a plug channel is supporting the creator directly. A lot of these people that just look at these plug channels will just look at Stable Renato's clip and then never watch his stream. And then the money that he would have got off that clip goes straight to the plug channel, and then the person never goes to his content. Because me personally, I see clips of Kai Cenat all the time. I don't even tune into Kai Cenat streams like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I rock with Kai Cenat really heavy, he just doesn't stream at the right times for me to be able to tune in to him. And honestly, me personally, I prefer smaller streamers because I like actually being able to talk to the streamer. But I don't tune into Kai Cenat's stream. But I see all these plug channels posting Kai Cenat's content. Kai Cenat never sees a dime off that content that I viewed. He doesn't see a dime off the content that I liked and I pushed, and I never go to his channel anyways. That's the messed up part about plug channels. You know what I'm saying? Some of these streamers don't really edit their streams. That's a good point. Yeah, no, but the thing is though, is that some of these creators are smart now and they're making their own plug channels and hiring plug people to do that, to run these plug channels, which is the smarter option. You know what I'm saying? I feel like plug channels are good when streamers don't create their own clips and just post a lot of their own stuff. Yeah, exactly. But but you understand what I'm saying, bro. I'm not even gonna go back over the point. I would just be repeating myself. But you get what I'm saying, gang. You get what I'm saying, bro.
Adding to what goes into your pocket.
There's literally doctors who do one surgery and make hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Because they were trained for decades and they had to go to
So
school.
were we.
You went to school to be a content creator?
Streamer University.
Streamer University is crazy. Okay, but yeah, if you really think about it, these content creators are trained, not professionally trained, but they are trained off years and years of content, off the content they consume. Because a lot of these content creators, in order to be successful, they have to make content to the level that they consume. And to be honest, the same people that are up right now were top tier consumers. The top tier creators were top tier consumers at one point. So, yeah. All right, Adept. Let's see.
How you doing, bro? Good. How you doing, Alex?
Oh, college professor. Okay. Okay.
So first of all, I want to say I do respect all of you for what you do. I mean, you guys do work, but you do not work as hard as people who have a regular job.
You don't know that.
I mean, that I do know it for sure. It's very clear. People have to wake up and do their routine over and over again. It's not a daily thing. It's a weekly thing. It's a monthly thing. It's a yearly thing. It's a life thing. And if they screw up, they lose their jobs. And they.
Okay, so one, that point does not make any sense because with streaming, it's the exact same thing. You wake up and you have to basically get into a routine. Hold on, that's a bad pause. My fault. That's a bad pause. But yeah, basically, with streaming, you have to wake up and you have to basically get into a routine of creating content every single day. If you mess up, even in a smaller way, like bro, a college professor can get away with saying some homophobic, transphobic, like bigoted stuff in a classroom, and some kids will just laugh at it because he's a teacher, he's not supposed to be saying that, oh my god. But like, if a streamer with a platform does that, you're absolutely fried. Not only will you never be able to make content on the internet again, you'll be blacklisted from a lot of these platforms. And then on top of that, even when you're blacklisted, people will find ways to track you down and harass you after. You can go into a job and say something homophobic and get caught for it and get reported for it, get fired, and then get hired at a whole nother school. With streaming, if you mess up and you say something like that, bro, your entire life is over. Your family is getting harassed. You're getting harassed. Your children are getting harassed. You can go off the grid, you can go off the grid for 3 years, but if someone notices you after those 3 years and they post you again and resurface you, you're cooked. You're cooked. Then your family's getting harassed again. Everything you built after being gone for however many years is also gone again. Like, the internet follows you forever. It is a huge risk to be a content creator because the internet is forever. That's the thing. Like, the internet is immortal. The internet is never going to die. It is going to go on years and years and years and years and years and years past many, 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 many generations, which is why it's so important what we feed the internet right now, because we are still in the baby stages. We're still in the baby stages of content creation in the internet, bro. Like, the internet isn't even in its teen stages yet, bro. So there's still so much growing we have to do, and navigating that platform without a roadmap or guide or barely any people to tell you how to do it is hard. It's harder than going to a job and talking to a bunch of kids, going to a job, whipping up some ingredients. Like, there's no map for this. It's a lot of work with not a lot of reward and not a lot of guidance. And you have to do it all by yourself. Unless you form a team, which is even harder to do. And even if you do form a team, you still got to work with them every day, and that's basically like running a business.
Be careful.
No matter what way you slice it.
Do something weird. They say something weird to their coworker or their boss, they're going to lose their job. If you lose...
Bro, you just explained a cancel culture moment, bro. Let a streamer go up to somebody and say something. I just explained this. Never mind. I'm not going back over. I just explained this. Y'all just heard me say this.
Some followers, because of something you say, you'll get other followers, and you have a
Thank you, bro. That's not true.
where
That's not
there's
true.
enough of a range of perspectives that people will always be on board for you.
That's
as
not
long as you're
true.
producing
That's not
content.
true.
People who screw up at their jobs and lose their jobs, and maybe there's a recession, there's not a lot of jobs, as could be now. They get potentially homeless or worse.
You ever heard of cancel culture?
What's that? Yeah, of course I've heard of it. But how many people have been canceled and came back? I mean, it happens all the time.
Excuse
Your
me.
boss is not going to be loyal.
Okay. And the reason, can you turn up the video? I got you. But the reason why that these people are able to be canceled and come back, is because people think that they changed. And then eventually, bro, like these people just continue to do, if you continue to do that stuff, like you just get swapped off the map. Like you get swiped off the map. But the thing is about it is that these people, if they like the thing is, bro, it's the same thing with a job, bro. Like you can be a teacher and you can say some crazy off the wall homophobic stuff. Like I said, you can say some crazy off the wall homophobic rhetoric, bro, and you'll still be able to find another job. You could go find a whole nother job at a different school. But like, if you're a streamer, bro, it follows you around for life. Your entire like existence is on the internet, dude. The same internet that is still the wild, wild west, bro. Like you're fried, bro. Like you're fried. Hold on, let me see if I can get it to get turned up a little bit. 1 second, guys. Put this back at 22.8. I think those are at 22.8. 22.8. Hold on. And then come over here. Do this.
To you if you don't get that thing in on time 5 times.
but check it
you're
out.
done.
Yo, let me know what the volume is like, chat. Let me know what the volume is like.
Get that loyal following of people that do follow you.
Yes.
You need to build that over years and years.
Okay.
Of
Yes.
hours,
Yes.
Hours of
Okay.
trust
All right.
and communication.
Thank you.
Intimate relationships with your audience.
Okay, so
that's
Oh,
not
God.
something that's just given to you.
It's good? Okay,
you
bet.
don't just fall into 1 million subscribers. 2 million
course.
subscribers.
Thank you, bro. And that's what I'm saying. And it's just like, bro, you have to literally spend years and years and like hours and minutes and everything, like particularly building your community, like getting people that you think are trustworthy to run your community when it gets to a certain spot, when it gets big enough, bro. Like you have to micromanage a lot to make, and you also have to make sure that you're accommodating for people as well, bro. Like I feel like streaming is like one of the hardest service. It's almost like a service job. It's literally almost like a service job. Bro. I don't think people understand that.
It takes work for sure. But like what you guys are talking about in terms of like the toll it takes on you, a large part of it, and let me tell you something, I'm a little older than you guys, so a large part of it is just general angst from being young, and you just happen to have a camera in front of you and like talking to people or whatever, but at the same time.
But that's not true because there's multiple people that are old that are really, really popular streamers, like Bush Dad, bro. Like that guy literally just plays Fortnite and hides in a bush all day and he gets hella viewers, bro. Like there was another old guy that just plays video games, but people just admire him because he's old. Like you have to have the innate ability to be able to touch people's hearts and keep them there, and you have to work every single day to continuously bring that feeling into content, bring that happiness and that feeling into content. And that's what makes it so hard, because you basically are a supplier of happiness. You are responsible for other people's happiness as a streamer. Literally, as a content creator, you are responsible for other people's happiness. The content you create can literally mentally affect a person, which is why we're so strict on content creators and what they say and what they do. Because if you're a homophobic, bigoted person and you're mentally affecting young people and spreading rhetoric like that and turning people's minds into that, because they're gonna follow you, because they're gonna like, you know what I'm saying? Because you have to build like he said, an innate intimate, not real intimate, but yes, like emotionally intimate like relationship, where that, like, you know, that's platonic. It should be platonic. It shouldn't be anything else but platonic. But you know, a platonic relationship with your viewers, but you have to continuously, you know what I'm saying, do that every single day. You have to give them happiness every single day. Content that makes them smile every single day. Content that makes them think every single day. Content that makes them like evolve. You are basically like molding like another generation coming up. The people that are watching your content are like an entire another generation, and that's why it's so important for these content creators to be positive, and it's so important for these content creators to spread a positive message, because if they don't, they are poisoning people. If you are if you're one of those content creators that like are a piece of garbage, you're poisoning people by spreading that mindset to others, bro. What I don't think people like think about a lot.
Like, you're doing exactly what most people are doing, which is dealing with life stuff, and that's normal. Like, the mental toll that it takes dealing with people and getting comments and this.
But you have to think about the value of people. You're dealing with 6 people, 7 people, 13 people at most. Maybe 2 or 3 that are above you. They're dealing with tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people that control their living. If people decide to boycott you tomorrow, you're cooked. There goes your career. There goes your dream. There goes the years and years and years you spent building, curating a community. Especially when you're young and you're an idiot.
And that's what everybody deals with. But you don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning and get to your job and then be there and like be on the whole time.
Brother, you they are explaining exactly what these streamers they are literally saying the same thing these streamers are saying. You don't have to wake up and go to your job. They have to wake up at 7 a.m., check in with 4 people, make sure that their status is good. Then after they make sure their status is good, then they have to make sure, they have to plan what content they're doing for that day, spend the entire day getting ready to shoot that content, then shoot the content, then be on high energy for that content, which is probably like 6 to 7 to 8 hours already, and then that's probably going to lead into like 3 a.m. Then after they're done doing that, then they have to go and send the VOD to the editors, then they have to go and send the you know what I'm saying, all the stuff that they need to the thumbnail artist. Then they got to make sure everything is, you know what I'm saying, like they're quite literally doing the same, if not more. They're just not ready for that conversation because like having a 9 to 5 is such a regular thing. Having a 9 to 5, having a secure job is such a regular thing, and it's so enforced. But there's new ways to make money, bro. There's new ways to make money, and it's that simple. The world isn't just as simple as, you know, go get a job and work the rest of your life anymore. Now you can have a passion, and that passion can make you money. You know what I'm saying? Attention is the new money. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the way the world is evolving, bro. And you know, you have to accept that the 9 to 5 just might not be the best option for a lot of people anymore. Now, will that have societal impacts? Yes. But the thing is that social media is built in such a way that the people that aren't meant for it will not succeed. If you're not meant to do it, you won't do it. You know what I'm saying? And the odds are always against you. The odds are always against you, chat. Like, especially when you're content creation. Like, in content creation, you just have to believe in yourself. But you're never going to get a lot of those opportunities that these other streamers have gotten. I'm telling you that right now. You just will not.
No matter what, anyone who has a 9 to 5 has to do that.
So what do you do?
Well, I'm a college professor, so I have
That's real.
to do that same
So
sort
you
of.
just gotta come in and teach the same shit for the next 10, 15 years?
Yes, it's.
I mean, that's real, bro. Like he got you, bro. He got.
We have to produce new shit every day.
For me in particular, to Silky's point, you're a college professor, so you're essentially reteaching the same curriculum to the same students.
That I had to take
what I'm
years
saying?
to learn, but
you know
yes.
what I'm saying? But I started making content when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
It started out playing Call of Duty trick shotting. I
You were-
don't think
okay.
anybody in this room could hit a crane shot. I don't know if anyone in this room could quickscope.
I don't know if
So
that's
I had
something to be proud of, but okay.
So I had to do that for 4 years.
I mean, he didn't say he was proud of it, but he just said, "Can y'all do it?" I mean, it's a skill that not a lot of people need. Like, cause like the thing is, bro, a lot of things that these people don't realize is that like not a lot of people are good at video games either. It's a conversation that people are not willing to have, which is also why I think that esports isn't taken seriously or as seriously as it should be taken. But it takes skill to be good at video games. It takes skill to be able to be good at video games, bro. It takes work and dedication to be top in the world. And like I said, I feel like esports and stuff like that isn't taken as seriously because it's not viewed as a sport, because a lot of people had looked down on it before. But dude, a lot of people are starting to realize that that's where the money's at. And there's even an elderly esports team now, dude. They're trash, but they're there. They're trash, but they're there, dude.
right? And then I'm like, okay. Then I had to do YouTube for 4 years.
Yep.
Right? And then I had to do Faze Clan, build Faze Clan out, fix Faze Clan, and then do streaming.
Okay.
Yep.
So
And
you're
with how many
constantly-
people helping you?
How many people helping me?
Yeah.
Come on now.
For which stages?
All of them. There were a lot. You had a team.
When I was
Was it just you? Like
No. It
Okay.
was just me. There's receipts. Of this.
It wasn't built on the shoulders of anyone?
There's receipts.
No, dude. The thing about content is it's never built on the shoulders of everyone, of anyone. Anyone that starts content, you're doing it dolo. Like I said, you're doing it literally solo. Like you're editing that 12-hour footage. You're making that thumbnail. You're cutting it until you can get to the point where you can afford to pay people to do that. You don't build on anyone's shoulders when you do social media. You just don't. You just don't. You start at 0 followers, 0 likes, and you work up, and that's it. And how far you take it is up to you. It's all what you make it.
It's on YouTube of me.
Okay, well, where did YouTube come from?
When I was
How did
13,
YouTube become so
when I was
easy?
13
Because
years
a
old.
bunch of people worked their butts off 9 to 5, making it a thing.
That's
And
what
if-
Okay, no, that's okay. First of all, it was a guy. YouTube started off with just one dude posting a video at a zoo. Okay, and then that video blew up, and then that guy got enough money to pay somebody else to make YouTube a bigger thing. Okay, let's not act like a whole bunch of people with 9 to 5s we just came together like, oh, let's make this thing called YouTube. No, it was a singular guy, just like how all other content creators start, a singular person doing it by themselves, uploaded a video, and it became huge, and it was huge, and then when it did become huge, and he started getting attention from people, and people started to look and pay him like, hey, I'll pay to throw your ad, I'll pay to throw an ad up on your website. That's when he realized, oh, there's money in this. And then he, you know what I'm saying, made it bigger. And then these other people that wanted to do the same thing had to do it by themselves until they got enough money to, you know what I'm saying, hire a team.
So the didn't exist. You couldn't press play, you couldn't press record, and then just talk.
The fact that you have a campus to teach on. Then boom, there you go.
Right, but I also had to spend years earning my credentials and mastering.
And I did it.
Come on, guys. Your credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time.
Yeah, but bro, okay, so you play video games on your spare time, but like, are you able to play the game and talk about a complex topic while playing the game? Are you able to like bro, like, first of all, is your gameplay entertaining? First of all, can I sit down and watch you play a game for 3 hours and not get bored? No. Because 1, you're probably not good at the game because you play it in your free time, so you're probably not good at it. 2, you're probably not entertaining because you probably don't know that much about the game. Which, like, you know what I'm saying, if someone comes into your chat and they ask you, hey, how do you do this? And you're not able to have an answer, they'll just leave your stream. Like, you're not able to hold people's attention just from playing video games unless you're the best player. Like, there are people that are just so boring, but they're just so good at video games that people will tune into their stream. But if you're not that and you're not entertaining, you're cooked. You're cooked. You're cooked. Automatically, no. Nobody wants to watch that. And the thing is that entertainment is brutal. Entertainment is brutal because people know what they like. Everyone knows what they like. So if you're not what they like, you're going to get either made fun of or they're just not going to pay attention to you at all. You're not even going to have a career. Simple as that.
Come on, guys.
So you just want to get paid to play video games. It's okay. We understand.
I'm Vicky, and my perspective is coming from a hair and makeup artist, physical job. Doesn't seem like any of you guys can even compete with the physicality.
No way you're talking about being a makeup artist. You're talking about fucking physicality. Oh, right, bro.
Just sitting on your butt and talking into a microphone.
That's not, bro. And the thing is, bro, like, okay, so here's the thing, right? Like, even right now, like the way like this is working right now, right? I have 4 viewers on the Purple app and I have 1 viewer on TikTok. This 1 viewer on TikTok has probably heard me yap about this and probably thinks that the way that I'm talking about this conversation is interesting, right? The 4 people in my stream are probably thinking right now, oh, the way he's talking about this is interesting, and that's why they're staying, because they want to hear, like, you know what I'm saying, how I defend streaming as being harder than a 9 to 5. But if I just sat here and I just watched the screen and I said, he's right. Yeah, dude. Dude, right. Yeah. No one's going to want to watch that, dude. Because 1, it's not interactive. 1, it's not interactive. 2, it's not thought-provoking. And 3, it's not entertaining. right? And to be a streamer, you have to be those 3 things constantly and find your lane and your way to be those 3 things constantly. You know what I'm saying? It's a real crazy thing, dude. It's a real crazy thing. It's a real crazy thing.
Very different. Very different than having to get up in the morning, carry all of your gear. You've got to carry all of your hair, makeup, all of your supplies. You have to haul it around, get up early in the morning.
Okay, so would you say your job is worse than the mail carrier guy, or would you say your job is worse than the college guy? Because y'all all work 9 to 5s. Y'all all work 9 to 5. So I mean, shoot. I mean, you explaining that. Excuse me. The college guy must also feel some type of way about that, because if you got to carry all that stuff, oh man. But like, excuse me, when you're streaming, you're just confined to a space, bro. And if you do leave, you still have to bring your setup with you. So I mean, you can still apply that to streaming.
You stand on your feet all day. You never sit down.
I hear you.
You're breathing in toxic chemicals all day.
Wear a gas mask.
All right, can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen,
Your job isn't dangerous.
So
Their job is dangerous, brother. Like I said, there's multiple what's it called? Parasocial people that will literally come for these streamers, stalk them, dox them, fucking leak their credit card info, try to get their money, kill them, kidnap them, drug them, like blind them, like what do you mean? Like and you can just tell who's watched a stream in here. And I don't think anyone has, except for maybe that other guy with the beard and the pink, bro. But like, even that guy, he just watched YouTube. He's just a YouTube kid, bro. But I mean, at the same time, bro, like, these streamers are living a very dangerous life because they're putting their entire being and humanity out on the internet, which not a lot of people can do.
Your job isn't physically taxing. You're just talking into a microphone.
Listen. So your whole thing. Your whole thing is we can't do what you do, right?
It's not physical. I'm saying that a 9 to 5 job where you physically have to do some hauling around stuff.
So I physically can't haul around
bags
bags of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. You could not hit a crane shot. You can't 1080. You can't hold a controller and make a 200K montage. You can't. Man. No one in here can. Come on, man. None of you can. None of you can physically
and you have to do
that
for 12 hours a day.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, yes.
You take 4 days to hit a trick shot. 4 days to hit a trick shot.
Actually, yes, I would have to do that.
And then your day is never done. When you're done
Literally,
doing that,
yes.
is your job done? Do you have to go shopping?
No, the job is never done. And that's the curse of getting into content creation. The job is never done. You're never done because unless you're literally PewDiePie, unless you're literally top of the line #1 in the entire world, the job is never over. And that's the thing. And even when you're PewDiePie, there's still corporations that are going to pass you. Like, the job is never done. The job is never done because humanity will never be done. So as long as there are humans on this earth that are bored, the job isn't over. As long as there are humans that will watch videos, the job is never over. As long as there are humans that want to be entertained, the job is never over. You are an ever-ending dancing jester. The only thing that makes it better is that you control what to do, when to do it. And even then, you don't even get that. So.
Replace all of the things that you use.
Oh my God, I think
What's with all the goats?
Okay.
George's outstanding attorney team.
I'm just gonna go ahead and but like, bro, you're just it's a never-ending jester, man. It's a never-ending jester, bro. Like there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, but it's just like the thing that drives it is passion, bro. It's like you have a passion for entertaining people. You want to make people happy. Like, making people happy makes you happy, bro. So you just want to make content because the content that you make makes others happy. It's simple as that. You go through those sleepless nights. You go through those hours and hours of editing. You go through those times where you want to quit because you want to push through for others. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they understand that though.
No. Listen,
You have to
Vicky,
clean
listen,
all of
Vicky,
your gear.
You don't know about dry streaks. You don't know about hit markers.
But when you're done, you're
You
done.
don't know about if the Elgato wasn't on.
Oh, oh my! Don't even get me the Elgato not being on. Is so real.
Oh my God, disable resample.
If I rendered my video in Vegas and I sent the editor the clips without disabling resample.
Oh my God.
My montage is fucked. Your main underlying argument here is what you do is physically
Daily, day to day.
Okay. Your main thing is what you do is physically more taxing and hard than what any of us
And
do.
dangerous.
I could say the same thing. You cannot physically trick shot. You could never. I would go as far
Okay,
as
so how many hours a day do you?
And I'm not gonna lie, bro, and that's actually real, bro, because like, bro, a lot of people can spend like literally the next 30 years of their lives trying to learn how to trick shot, and they still wouldn't be able to do it. It's just that niche of a thing, bro. And especially like if you didn't grow up doing it, bro, it's really hard to get into it. It's really hard to get into it.
You trick shot.
I don't think.
How many hours a day do you trick shot? How many hours?
When I was trick shotting, it was 12 hours a day. It was however long I needed to. However long I needed to hit a clip.
Yes, bro. Literally, bro. That's literally the answer, bro. However long it took to get the content.
12 hours a day, every day.
5 seconds.
And that clip is.
He carries a Barrett 50 cal and he jumps off of stuff.
I would have to get on Call of Duty, turn my sense all the way up to 10-10. I would have to get to last. I would have to pray to God that he would be in the right spot, throw the concussion. Now I gotta have my rotations down.
Dead zones. Talk about the dead zones.
Talk about dead zones.
Stick drip.
Stream University, bro. Streamer University was like literally like 2 months ago, bro. Are people still caught up on Streamer University, or like did you just come through my live like through a post, bro?
Thing is, for the most part, but that is not all YouTubers that are doing something physical. A lot of it is just talking.
Yeah, but she also
No. Okay, so like the thing is that just different content creators, and the content creators that you're talking to are like some of them are specific gaming content creators, and gaming takes a lot of fucking skill. It does, bro. Like whether people want to admit it or not, gaming takes a lot of skill that not a lot of people have. Not a lot of people can be good at video games. Not a lot of people can be, reactive enough to be able to make a good play on a video game and or have the IQ to be able to understand how the mechanics of a video game work. So like, what are we talking about here, bro? Because you have to have skills to be able to make your content interesting. You either have to have an entertaining personality or you have to be really good at some things. And some streamers are both. Some people are very skillful and very funny. For example, Faze Jev. Shout out to my nigga Faze Jev. No boo.
Said it was dangerous. We could walk around IRL stream and someone could rob us or kill us.
Yes. And they laughed at that. They laughed at that. They laughed at that. That is crazy. They just laughed at the aspect of being murdered over a stream because they think that that is not real. They think they're lying. They think they're lying. They think they're lying about that. They think they're lying about being murdered over IRL streaming. There are multiple cases of streamers being murdered IRL streaming, and they just don't know. They just don't know. So they think that they're joking. So they're laughing. But these guys right here, they're all turning to look at these people that are laughing because they know the reality that they could literally get murdered. Their life can end. Just because they're a streamer. Just because they're a streamer. No one's walking up to a college professor and killing him just because he's a college professor. It's crazy, dude. For real, I've been playing for years and I still can't reach top 500 in any game. Literally, bro. Gaming takes skill, bro. Gaming content creators are out there, and some of them have skill, and that's why they're popular. Some people have good personalities, and that's why they're popular. Some people have both, and that's why they're popular. You know what I'm saying? But either way, you have to have an innate talent to be able to bring people in and keep them there, and like that's harder than, in my opinion, doing a 9 to 5, because in a 9 to 5, your 9 to 5 is not going anywhere unless somebody tells you it's going somewhere. But with streaming and stuff like that, bro, you could be doing everything correct and then still be getting bent over by the algorithm, and or people could just hate you or make a rumor up about you that's not even true, have no confirmation, and then boycott you and then dox your entire family and ruin your life. It's crazy.
Wait, they're laughing.
With streaming, you're at the people's mercy, bro. No, run that back. Run that back, bro. Say it again.
Yeah, but she also said it was dangerous. We could walk around IRL stream and someone could rob us or kill us.
Literally. You see how they laughed?
They're laughing, but that's happened recently.
I've gotten a pumpkin thrown on my head by a crackhead.
Crackhead ran up to him on stream and almost
died.
Almost
Because he
decapitated
quoted
him
his
when he
thoughts.
That's real, bro. Silky. Okay, Silky is a high-energy IRL and GTA 5 streamer known for his reactive, interactive streams alongside other Faze members on the Purple app. He has around 866,000 followers, averages roughly 8,000 to 22,000 viewers per stream during events like subathons, and peaked at 60,000 in peak moments. All right, let's see what we got. We haven't seen her talk either. Oh, ex-librarian?
I am very occupational minded.
Okay, one, no disrespect. No, not even gonna say it. Not even gonna say it.
Last job, I worked as a librarian with elementary school.
I do like her jewelry though.
I have been an executive secretary, legal.
Very quiet, peaceful.
Yes, yes, all that. You know, because it's who you are. That we create social media all the time because that's what we are. We're
Silky got ego by that guy who made him that locker. What?
9 to 5ers, and we interact and have energy with people. Where I don't.
Okay, so you literally just explained being a streamer. You have to literally interact and have energy with people as a streamer, bro. Because literally the entire essence of being a streamer is connecting and having energy with people, bro. If you actually don't have energy with anybody in your stream, you're gonna have 0 viewers. You're not gonna be able to retain anybody in your stream if you don't have at least a little bit of a semblance of like relatability and or like tangibility and friendliness with your viewers. You haven't seen the Faze lockers yet? No, I haven't seen the Faze lockers, bro. They dope. Like chat. I'm not a huge Faze consumer because I'm not gonna lie, I was turned off by like the previous Faze. Like I haven't consumed any new gen Faze content, but I know like this right here is actually very like nice to see. That Faze is going in this direction. I really like it. So I'm definitely gonna be consuming more Faze content, but I haven't consumed much Faze content like in the recent times just because of like, like the previous way that Faze was, and like when they were breaking down, I kind of just like phased out from it. No pun intended. Like kind of fucking, you know what I'm saying?
I think that you guys have that.
We have energy.
Are you serious?
You have false.
Are you serious?
Off the screen, you're not interacting with people like we do.
So what are we doing right now? What are we doing right now?
You're doing it now because we're doing a video.
Wait, isn't she debating for us? That's making it harder for us.
Do you know that there's millions of people?
Now I'm not gonna have all y'all gang up on me.
There's millions of people who watch the video and
Yes.
save lives every day. Probably more than doctors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's people that literally stay alive because they want to watch our videos.
You know about going out.
That's actually so real, bro. There's actually multiple people that have said that like I like they're like even people that I've talked to as a small streamer have told me like, yo, like you're the reason like I'm here, bro. My fault, I got muted. Hold on, wait. Are we good on TikTok? Okay, cool, we're good. But no, like they like even as a small streamer, like as someone with 836 followers on the Purple app, bro, like there have been people that have told me like, yo, you're the reason like I didn't end it all. Like you're the reason that I like, I do this in the third. I'm not even a huge streamer, bro. Like I don't understand. Like if you're not interacting with people and you're not impacting people on an emotional level, how? They were all good, but Silky didn't like his and threw it away. Damn, why? What the freak?
Out and to the clubs at night, staying out till 10 o'clock in the morning, trying to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning so you can get dressed.
So you was having fun.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so.
So, but I'm saying.
Okay, but like.
It's like you guys don't do the interaction. You don't touch people like this.
Okay, now.
What kind of shit's going on?
Yeah, okay, I ain't gonna lie. She was going somewhere, but like no. Silky was complaining that he got the worst locker and it was trash. Who made the lockers? Who made lockers?
Shades on and you go by your day to work. We can't do that because we have thousands of people.
But is that
drunk,
your choice?
You're high. You're
But
hungover.
is that
Just
your
get off
choice?
screen. We don't want to see you like this.
But is that your choice?
We don't like you like this. Why are you doing this?
But is that your choice? You chose that. You chose this life.
That's the thing. We can't.
And that's
do
what's
what
happening
you do.
now. That's what's happening now with the whole world. It's a total disconnect. When you have a 9 to 5, you dealing with people. You touching people's hearts,
We deal with
souls,
people too.
mind. No,
Are Are you saying that people that YouTubers and social media content creators don't touch people's hearts?
You are not.
Do you know how many?
Wow.
Wow. Look, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I respect what you do.
No, you don't. Obviously not.
Oh my God.
Of course I watch
So
it.
do you
I
ever-
got kids.
wait,
I got grandkids.
Do you ever laugh? Do you ever laugh?
Of course I laugh.
So then they
We're
interact with
touching
you.
them.
But the interaction is
Did
not
it make you
real.
feel better?
When I'm
Did it
watching
make you, wait, did it make you feel better?
what make me?
A guy and the guy who made the lockers said it was way harder to find information about Silky. Oh God, though, basically saying Silky is not as popular as the rest of the Faze members. Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough.
Have you ever
It all
watched-
depends on
Have you ever been entertained? Have you ever been entertained and been like, oh, I feel
Yo,
good.
Dre, thank you so much for the likes, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
You see, you're not answering.
So now let me.
Okay, well let me answer your because I'm debating him.
Okay, yeah.
But go ahead.
Right after this, I got you. Right
Okay,
now. Go
all
ahead.
right, come on.
So when you're entertained, have you ever felt like your day was better if you watched something? Have you ever felt like that?
Yeah, sure.
So what's the difference with us?
The difference with you is that you guys do this 24/7. That's all you do.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Okay,
but
so
somebody made a comment about. Oh, I can't
okay, so if they're making people happy 24/7 and making people feel better with the content that they make 24/7, is that not touching their hearts?
even go out with my girlfriend, or I can't even go out in public.
That's right.
I can go out in public and be seen.
So it's
You know what?
easier.
I'm a very social person. I'm very popular in where I do and where I am. I do social media.
I'm saying what we do has not affected people. It's not real. How come when I go out in public and I meet someone and they're like, oh my God, wait, I loved your videos growing up. You were my childhood. I used to watch you
Or their
every
hands
single
shaking,
day.
their hands shaking.
Like you were my child. You know how like we grew up watching Disney Channel?
Yep.
I've had
Ben
people come
10.
up hundreds of times throughout years of my life.
Like literally, bro. Like these content creators are like quite literally the new networks, bro. Like no cap. Like people like love content creators like they like Cartoon Network. People love content creators like they love Nickelodeon. People love content creators like they love Disney, bro. Like I don't think people understand, and that's why I also feel like that's why a lot of people are so like parasocial with the streamers that they watch nowadays. Because like I mean with Nickelodeon, bro, like the one thing that you always wish for when you watch Nickelodeon, Disney, Cartoon Network is like, oh, I wish I could hang out with Ed, and Eddie. Oh, I wish I could hang out with the Breadwinners. Oh, I wish I could, you know what I'm saying? But like with these content creators, bro, with them being basically the new networks, bro, these people have the opportunity to actually like interact with these people because these are real, actual people, which is why they go to these lengths of being parasocial, like, you know, lighting people's cars on fire, kidnapping, like all that stuff. And you know what I'm saying, because they idolize these people, you know what I'm saying, because these people reflect like, you know, traits that some people can't have and or see in themselves, you know what I'm saying. So it's crazy, bro. I mean, he's not wrong though. I only saw clips of Silky till the locker incident. Just look up Silky's locker and a bunch of clips will show up. Okay, bet. I'm gonna search it up right after this video. Hold on.
Kids come up to me and say these things. So
Are they talking to like everybody?
I'm Robbie. I'm a server at an Italian restaurant.
Ooh, tough.
Oh, that's not fair.
He has the same menu, makes the same food every day.
First thing I'm going to say is
That's real.
everybody's going to say being a nurse isn't hard, because my aunt was. That is the most difficult shit. How are you going to disrespect your mom like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're going to disrespect
She
your
loves
mom
it.
and say that your work is harder? That
you
is
it's
so rude,
Nigga,
honestly.
She works 2 of them.
Okay,
She works at 2 hospitals.
Let me ask you something.
Dang.
That easy. She can work at 2 hospitals.
No
Dang.
no disrespect, but what you do, I'm not your target audience. So break it down for me, because I don't even get it.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you something.
You just said I'm not your target audience because I'm black. That's what you just said. You won't watch me because I'm black. And this is what I'm talking about. It's harder.
He has to get judged every
I gotta get
single
judged every day. Everybody thinks I'm a hoodlum. I'm a nice guy.
He's a jolly dude.
I can't get a job because I got taxed. I used to work at Costco's. I had the greatest 401k granted to me. That means that when I retire, I get the biggest stipend of my life. Do you know I could just sit there and just meat pack all day just to really realize that, what, maybe 20 years I'm gonna be sitting on millions because I worked at Costco's?
Yeah, Will.
Okay.
I didn't have to interact with nobody, just packing meat.
Yeah, Will.
Come on, bro.
Is what you do fun?
Yes.
Do you enjoy what you do?
If I make it fun.
Do you make it fun?
Yeah.
Make it fun.
Yes or no? Is what you do fun?
Nah, everything's fun.
What isn't fun? Break it down for me. What do you do in a day? We'll swap stories. What do you do in a day?
Okay, so it's very stressful, right?
Okay, let's see.
Not fun at all. Because this dude was talking for 20 minutes about playing video games.
Whoa. It sounds like you're jealous, I'm not gonna lie. But
You're on his diesel.
You're on his
So
diesel.
I'm jealous of a harder job.
no,
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that was sarcasm. You didn't read it. No, I'd like to.
No. Listen to the time that I wake up. I wake up maybe 3, 4 p.m. You know what I'm saying? I'm already drowsy because I just smoked the night before. You know why I gotta smoke? Because I just deal with thousands of people. I don't even like people. I gotta deal with thousands of them. No, let him stay. You gonna stay for this, right?
Wait, but you still haven't described what you've done other than smoke.
Regardless of how many followers or subs you have, you're always gonna have haters. Streaming is hard for real. Okay, yeah, that's literally what I've been saying. Like the thing is, bro, like, why is the range on Axon's shotgun so good? I hit an enemy for 94 and they were like 25 meters away. I ain't gonna lie, it's because it has a double. You have double charge. But no, listen. Like, the thing is about streaming, bro, is that, like, you have to appease to people, bro, and that's the thing. Like, when you're at a job, bro, as long as the job gets done, bro, if you a chef, bro, as long as you, like, if you the best chef in the world, bro, and you just keep your head down, you cool, right? But, like, if you a streamer, you have no choice but to quite literally step out of your comfort zone 24/7, expose your entire humanity to people, and hope that people do not rip you to shreds. You are at the mercy of the people that watch you. Now, whatever community you build and whatever direction you take that in is your choice. But the thing is that you're still going to have people that make rumors about you. Because, like, even me as a small streamer, I've had rumors said about me by people that, like, used to be mad cool with me in my community. Like, the people, like, saying some crazy stuff in DMs, bro, that I never bring up. But it's like, bro, like, I continue on, bro, because I know that there's something bigger, bro. And I know that I want to entertain thousands and thousands and thousands of people, bro. Not only with streaming, but like with my music too, you know what I'm saying? And even though like there are people that are hating on me, they don't want me to succeed and they make up these rumors about me, bro. I know that that's not false. I'm in tackle myself and I just keep going, you know what I'm saying? But like there are times, bro, like where that hate will be like, damn, like fuck, like that shit kind of like hurt, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's times like where that shit will impact you, bro. And there's times where you're dealing with people that are just straight up annoying and or that are snaky, that will make you feel like garbage, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like I feel like you have to deal with a lot more of those situations as a streamer than you do in a 9-to-5. You know what I'm saying? And that's not saying that a 9-to-5 doesn't have any value and or that like it's the easiest thing in the world. But like the thing is about streaming is that it's high risk, high reward, and it's a big workload and low reward too. Like when you first start out, like you spend hours and hours a day, 2-3 days a month on a video, you know what I'm saying? And that video gets no views, or you just wasted 2 days of your life. And then say it does give views and everybody hates your video, you wasted 2 hours of your life and now you gain 20 people that hate you. And anytime you post, they gonna hate on your post every time. Like Mr. Beast is the nicest person on YT, but I always see clips of him of people trying to cancel him. Yeah, literally for no reason. Yeah, no, literally for no reason. But the reason why is that people want to see negativity, bro. They love negativity, bro. And that's also like something that I'm trying to do in my content. I'm trying to like kind of reverse that negativity, bro, and like kind of like reverse it, like kind of break down that logic and like destroy it kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people just hate for no reason, bro. And I just want to be able to point those people out and make sure that those people like are never acknowledged type shit. I'm so loopy right now. I've been up for 33 hours. Bro, go to sleep. Why are you up, gang? Go to sleep, gang.
Okay,
hit that bed.
Waking up at 4 p.m., right? Now wake up. I gotta brush my teeth, right? Gotta make sure, cause I got a lot of comments. Now, you know, he don't brush his grills. What does his real teeth look like?
What the freaky?
I gotta make sure that my yeah.
He got Chanel earrings like a bad bitch.
And there's girls in his chat too sometimes. So,
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
See him.
I gotta make sure I'm freshly.
I couldn't sleep last night, and I'm not really tired.
Shave that little scruffy shit on your face. Cool.
Twin, I'm telling you, bro, lay in the bed, bro, and flex all your muscles for like 2 minutes, and then just relax, close your eyes, and take deep breaths, and you'll go to sleep, bro. I promise you, bro. It's a life hack. My mom taught me that, bro. I've seen so many people call a SWAT to Aiden's house. On God, like, bro, you're working a 9-to-5. Nobody's calling a SWAT to try and get you potentially killed. Like, people aren't going to your 9-to-5 throwing a pumpkin at your head. People aren't going to your 9-to-5 punching you out, throwing what's it called, fart spray in your eye. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm feeling the effects of not sleeping. Yeah, bro, go to sleep before you start seeing visions, because once you start seeing visions, bro, you off the deep end, gang.
Now I have to gain Marvel Rivals
but probably 1 to 2 hours before stream. You know why? Because I don't get to game it for after work. Like I could just game it after work, bro. I can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do that, right? After I do that, now I gotta sit here and plan with somebody what I'm gonna do for the stream today. Oh,
Exactly, bro.
Content. All right, let's see if we can just scrubble
Guess
something
what?
around.
No content, no money.
No content, no money. Now look, probably by 8 or 9 p.m. I'm still probably thinking I got to do something for stream. My mind is
Do you know what's crazy?
My
9 p.m. for him? Oh, I did my work.
He already did
I did my work today.
He took the same boss already.
You're going to sleep.
I don't want to hog the space here too much, but do you know the expression, give a man enough rope?
You're losing me.
Kill himself? I don't know this. I don't know.
Basically, you're talking yourself into a hole, man. Okay, my turn. I'll be brief.
Wait, give a man a rope.
What is he?
Wait,
It means
is that racist?
All right, troll. That's a reach. Okay, bro.
I'm your black auntie. That's what I want to say.
No, you're not. Golly, boy. And I just realized, boy, they put that wig on you all kinds of wrong, Grandma. I'm sorry, but they did you dirty. I can see the lace front from over here, and I'm not even a woman. I'm not even a woman. Give a man a rope. No one has ever said that. No, people say give a man enough rope. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't think this still that analogy still doesn't make sense, bro. But Granny, they did you mad bad with that wig though. Fight them.
Relationships that you got with people. So when you say shit like that, do you really mean that?
Do I not like people?
You said
I'm an introvert. I'd rather be in my own space. I'd rather be by myself.
And that's okay. But what is it that you're doing that's helping other people?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Saving lives. I'm a superhero.
He's a hero.
I'm a superhero.
Because, bro, never mind. They don't understand it. They don't understand it. It's cool. Okay, so Jason is a fast-rising Purple Lab streamer known for his energetic gaming, IRL streams, and comedic content since joining Faze in April 2024. He's amassed around 1.4 million Purple Lab followers and peaked at 100K subscribers during a subathon and was briefly the second most subscribed streamer on the Purple Lab. Is our last one? It looks like it. Oh, Jason Lewin. Oh, no, we still got one more. Guy.
All right, I'm Thelma again.
I believe 9 to 5 is harder. I mean, fuck.
You're cooked. Half these people look terrible and the streamers look good as fuck. Life workout or something. Nah, cause listen. It's just like, listen. I ain't gonna comment cause like some of them look cool. You know what I'm saying? Some of them just have questionable fashion taste. Like bro in the red, he dripped out, bro. College dude over here, he got the suit and tie. I didn't even see Shorty with the striped shirt. You just been quiet the whole time. Shorty over there, she bad. Shorty on the left, she bad. Dude in the jersey, you know what I'm saying? He cool. But like, yo, hold on. Hold on, let me get the zoom out.
I think streaming is so much harder.
Okay, so like, I wasn't gonna say nothing before you said this, but what is this haircut, bro? Like, her whole head is bald and she has a whole bunch of locks. What is that, locks? She looks like she got locks on the left side of her head. Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I like her jewelry. And I like her nails.
Why are you doing it?
I can't have a public relationship because of the public eye and how they judge my relationships. I had a breakup with a girlfriend that I loved so dearly because I chose streaming.
Ooh.
So my question.
Oh my God! No one even talks about that, bro. Never mind, bro. I'm not even gonna go into that, bro.
Question.
Nah, I loved her.
My question.
I loved her, and you're laughing.
My question again. If you think it's so much harder, why are you doing it?
Because I'm passionate about it.
Okay, so you love it. You love streaming. So do you love it more than you loved that girlfriend?
That's what I had to decide.
Oh.
Yep.
To make sacrifices.
And that's the hardest part about it, bro, is because streaming itself is so time consuming, bro. You barely have time for a relationship to go out, bro. Like, you have to make that time, and even when you do make that time, you're sacrificing the hours that you could be streaming and making content, and you know what I'm saying. And then after that, bro, you just start falling off. And that's the hardest part about it, that these people that be making this content, bro, they're putting their entire time, lives, and souls into this shit, bro. And like everybody just blows it off like, oh, they're just having fun. No, bro, like this is their job. Even though they're having fun, like a lot of the time, these people wouldn't even do this stuff if they weren't getting paid from it. But at the same time, even though it's fun for them in the moment, bro, like at the end of the day, it's for content, bro. It's for content, bro.
So you lost the human touch.
But guess what? If I had a 9 to 5,
lost the human touch.
if I was flipping burgers, I could have had a girlfriend still.
But you lost the human touch for the streaming.
Being a streamer, you have to be judged on thousands of people's opinions every single day. 9 to 5 person, maybe one, two, three.
Okay, and then back to my point.
Mhm.
Is that your choice? Was that your choice?
Okay, so bro, first of all, you keep saying, is that your choice, bro? Was it y'all choice to go work a 9 to 5? Was it his choice to go be a college teacher? Was it her choice to go be an executive assistant? Was it your choice to go be a librarian? What are you talking about, bro? A lot of people are forced into a 9 to 5, but that doesn't make a 9 to 5 harder, bro. Doesn't make a 9 to 5 harder, bro. But it just means that it's the most normal form of work and the most stable income. It's the most stable income. But like I said, like literally multiple times, bro, like there's so many more ways to make money. There are people that literally invested in a digital coin. People invested in a digital coin that you can't even hold in your fingers and are making billions of dollars, bro. Double your salary, triple your salary, bro, because they invested in an invisible coin you can't even touch. And you think that a 9 to 5 is the best way to go in the new gen? And in my opinion, I'm not. And once again, like I'm saying, I am not knocking a 9 to 5. If it comes to getting a 9 to 5, go get a 9 to 5. But the thing is that these people have the ability to turn their passion into money. These people have the ability to turn their passion into money and it change people's minds while doing it and impact people's lives in a positive way while doing it. But it comes with so much sacrifice. Because people aren't just going to pay you just to live your life and have fun. They're going to pay you to be extravagant with it and entertain them. And if you're going to live your life and you're going to sit on your butt, you might as well be entertaining. And that's the hard part, being entertaining around the clock 24/7.
But that's not the point, though.
No, that's my point. That's my point.
Streaming is harder
Was
than
that?
That's the point.
You gave up your girlfriend for streaming. Come on now.
Shit, he ran up a bag. He
Yeah.
ran up a
You
bag.
did it for a bag. But the thing is, it comes to a point. Do I pick love and a future with someone I care dearly for? Or do I pick
something that I
love? Something that I'm passionate about?
She's scared.
Oh my God, another ad, bro.
You know there's many things we heard when you buried in the dirt. What's your smile really worth? Are you dialed?
But yeah, bro, like to be honest, bro, I just don't think that they got the best people for this video, because I don't think like any of these people were educated on what a stream was. But I feel like that's also the point, excuse me, is to like kind of get them to see. But like these people, like they're like 40, bro. They're like 40, 50 years old, bro. They don't understand like the actual ways to make money. Like if you took a 9 to 5 away from them and you told them to go make some money, bro, they wouldn't like know how. And I think that's like also one of the problems, bro. But I mean, there's so many ways other than a 9 to 5 to make money in 2025, bro. So it's just like I feel like the moment that we start recognizing that, the faster we will be able to, move on and start breaking down those societal barriers, bro, of having to go work a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? And like actually enforce people to go work, like to go follow their dreams. And the thing is, bro, it's just like because a 9 to 5, isn't the first option anymore, doesn't mean that it's completely taken away, bro, because some people still have the passion to help people and be nurses. Some people still have the passion, to go to school for these things. So it's not like the school system is going to fall out, because some people's dreams are locked behind college. Some people's dreams require them to get trained professionally. And when that happens, they'll do that, and then they'll work their 9 to 5. Some people love their 9 to 5, dude. Some people do. You know what I'm saying? So just find those people that enjoy that. Like, I mean, shoot, bro. Like, and in my opinion, bro, like, you shouldn't even get a 9 to 5 that you don't like, bro. Don't work anything you don't like. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I know the money's good, bro, but it's just like you're torturing yourself. You're torturing yourself. The moment you don't chase your dreams, bro, and you put yourself in a constant loop of working a job where you don't care about it, bro, you're torturing yourself. Just go follow your dreams, bro.
La Costa? Amazing name.
Thank you. I'm an attorney.
She makes a percent off people's fuck ups. I like that.
If you had an opportunity to get a 9 to 5,
Okay.
that you could create yourself, like whatever you want,
Yes,
9
I
to
would.
5, you would take it?
Yeah.
Because why?
Because I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
You don't? What? Come to this side.
No, but I have to because this is what I built my career off of.
You feel stuck.
I feel stuck, yeah.
Have you ever watched a show and you stopped watching it?
Mm.
Have you ever watched a show and you were like,
All the time.
It's the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have to.
That TV show can't. It's done. What happens to all those actors?
It's
after that?
canceled
They gotta
because I
go to-
stopped watching?
Well, no. I'm saying if
Baby,
thousands of you
Honey.
stop watching.
I think you guys are mixing all
Yeah,
the issues.
Cartoon Network. It's like
and
they
not
got millions of
focusing
people. You guys know what Cartoon Network is? It's
Follow
gone.
Stop. Would you come up with a different brand then?
All those people are gone. Yeah, but pivot. That's the point.
Oh, dang, that was it? Oh, okay. Okay, so this is the last person, Swag. In September 2022, Swag was signed an exclusive streaming.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a professional model, but
Okay.
I've worked since I was at the age of 14.
Okay.
I was a gamer too.
I just think personally, like I agree with Jason that I think streaming does.
Hello, hello?
More. Stop.
Hello, hello,
And I
hello.
also
Okay,
think,
cool.
You know, everybody in here, right? If you guys all try to be a streamer, right? And then we all try to do what you guys do.
You get L's in your chat.
The probability
You get L's in your
of being
chat?
an attorney is way higher than.
In 2025, roughly 0.4 to 0.42 of Americans are likely to be licensed practicing attorneys, equivalent to about 1 in every 240 people. That's basically the same. That's like the same as like a 1 million subscriber YouTube channel, right?
Somebody making streaming a career.
You're to hit or not to hit thy cart, bro. Listen, please, please.
I was talented. I wasn't.
To
It
hit,
wasn't pure luck.
to hits, my brother. I shall say.
No. But no. But specifically, what I do, I'm not posting selfies around the world. You know, it's basically all pure talent.
Wait,
Okay.
Can I just why is he lucky? Why do we all get lucky though?
What is your talent?
Yeah.
Call of Duty. I was a professional Call of Duty player, like actual like.
So you were sitting at home and you're thinking, what am I going to do with my life while you were gaming? You're like, oh, let's put a
I
camera.
was 16, so it wasn't really like
yeah,
that.
You weren't really thinking of what should I do with my life? Like, what should I study? What should I where?
To hit, fucketh thy lungs. Indeed, my brother. I will toast the. Wait a minute. Hold on. My yart is gone. My yart is gone. Where is thy yart? 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 Hold on. Wait, hold on, guys. This may be a code red. Hold on. What? Okay, here it is. Alright. I'm back. So, I'm going to be hitting the yart for a little bit. Just give me a second. I'm about to hit the yart. Alright. Here we go. If you want to see me hit the yart, just go over to the purple app. Okay. Freak. Golly. Ooh. that yard was pretty strong. All right, guys. Back to the video.
Where does my life go? You just got lucky.
It's not luck. It's just he's determined. He knows that's the only route.
He didn't get lucky. He put in hours.
Yeah, no.
That's what we do too. We go to
it
school,
wasn't
we
luck.
study.
Everybody's a little bit of luck. I think people who don't have a job, they feel like they want to get lucky by getting a job. So I think people even having a job is some sort of luck.
He said, how many people of us?
I mean, to be honest, bro, he's not even wrong, bro. Even though the entire job economy is eventually going to need to hire somebody, bro, getting a job, especially in 2025, bro, is definitely a roll of the dice of luck, bro. Because a lot of these companies don't hire. First of all, they don't hire Gen Z workers. So if you're the age of any of these streamers, bro, you're not getting hired by any fucking job. Two, like, these people want you to have experience for things that like you wouldn't even be able to get experience for. And I'm just talking like, from the way that the job economy is like right now, like, and like what it's being criticized for. A lot of these managers are being very generationally biased, bro. Like they really like literally judge you and like deny you and accept you based off of your generation and what generation you're in, which is actually pretty fucked. My Anakin costume came in, bro. Luminary told me, bro. She spoiled it already, bro.
Do this. No, it's luck. It's 1 of a million because for whatever
How is
reason.
that luck? If 1 out of a million, that one has to be the best. So how are you going to dismiss all his hard work and all of his talent?
Is he the best?
I got four.
No,
last year. No. Let me get my statistics. There was over 300,000 people that played Warzone last year. This is the game that I play.
Okay.
I got 4th. So I was a top 12 player across the entire world.
And you're telling him
so that's not luck.
Lo, I modeled it in front of her. She loved it. Yeah, you was probably hitting them poses, boy. Yeah, them poses I like.
That's pure skill.
So you're dismissing, is Michael Jordan lucky? Is LeBron James lucky?
Yes.
Are they lucky?
I mean,
No,
they have a talent. They have a talent.
They had a
But
team. So what
you
he
know how
did-
many talented people out there and don't get the chance, they don't get the shot at it?
I don't want to take up his time. So he's not talented?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Not
That's
at
what
all.
you just said.
You just
No.
said.
What he did
I
to get
said
to where
a
he
lot
is.
of people are talented don't get the shot to do what he does.
So people who
So
make it
it's
to the
luck.
NBA.
But I didn't even get a shot. It was I did it off the strength of me. There
Oh,
was
God.
no one who gave me a shot or anything like that. I simply was just.
No, but like, I mean, but like, you can really think about it, bro. Like, he was literally grinding, bro. Especially as a gamer, when it comes to being like top 50, bro. Like, you quite literally nobody knows you until you're like top 10. Nobody knows, no, not even top 10. Like people really don't start hearing about you until you're like top 500, bro. No, no bullshit. And then even when you're top 500, bro, like if you're in like the bottom 500 or like live like in the bottom 500 or at least like the 480s to 70s, bro, people still don't care about you, bro. Like no bull, bro. And it's only when you start making content when you actually do get popular, bro. Like, you can be a good player, you can literally be top 300, but if you don't have a YouTube channel or a purple lap channel, bro, nobody's gonna message you being like, bro, oh my god, you're my favorite player ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? No one's ever gonna be doing that. Even if you are in the tournaments and you play, people aren't gonna be like, oh my god, you're my favorite player ever, unless you like actually like make content and put your personality out there and put your humanity out there for people to actually judge you. Yeah, some people are good because, I mean, some people are like, you know what I'm saying, popular because they're really, really, really good. But even they like made content, still. So
You dead ass?
Yo, you being serious?
Why you laughing?
Why are they laughing, bro?
It's not luck. I've been doing this for 13 years. I uploaded 3,000 videos. 2,000 was I edited myself while I went to college, worked a job, and still went to school.
And yeah,
So that's not. I mean, if that's fucking, if that's luck,
where's the luck at in that equation?
Again.
is there a percentage? We are all lucky in some way, right? If we all have a job, we're lucky in some sort of way. But
Yep.
off of specific pure talent. And I worked on that since I was 16.
Again, I work with many talented people. I'm not saying about you. I'm
Yeah.
just talking in general. And there's so many people that are very talented, never get a shot because they don't do the right thing. They don't go the right path. They don't meet the right people. So there are so many even talented actors here. They never get a shot. So I'm just saying it's pure luck.
It wasn't luck. I just saw an opportunity and just genuinely took it. It wasn't
like I don't really understand how can you try and debate a player that is for a fact tested and proven. Like the thing is, like, this guy, like, when you're a top competitor, it like, especially in video games, it doesn't just go like, oh, you made the most points. Like, you can't like have like a GOAT debate in video games. There is generally a GOAT. There's literally a GOAT because they will be top 1 in the game. Like, you can't literally have, you cannot have a GOAT debate with video games. So like when someone says I'm number 4 in the world, that's it. That's the conversation. They are 4 in the world. They made it to the number 4 position over everybody statistically in some way. They got more points than the other thousands and thousands and thousands, 2,000s of people that play that game every single day. They got more points than those neckbeards that spend their entire lives on the game and still don't even get to half his level. You gotta respect that. That's just skill. That is simply skill. That's simply skill. Oh, whoops! I hit my freaking PC.
Handout. It was simply just, you know what? I'm talented at Call of Duty. This is what I want to do. It took me 8 years to make it a career. Is there something funny?
It's a freaking video game.
It's a talent.
Permission to dick ride? Hey, he's made tens of millions of dollars playing video games, so.
Exactly. That's that privilege.
But I'm saying though.
That's that privilege? Yeah, no. Yeah. These guys are stupid. Because, bro, that's that privilege. Making money off a video game is a privilege. How? Okay, so making money off basketball is a privilege. Has to be, bro, because LeBron James was able to buy the hoop and the ball that he needed to be able to practice when he was young. Bro, it's a privilege that freaking Tom Brady, bro, was able to buy a football when he was young and was able to go out and practice. Like, you got to really think about how you sound saying that and apply it to other things, bro. Because you literally cannot say that about anybody else. Because if you really think about it, if you're playing a video game, you're going to be a professional gamer. What you need to be able to be a professional gamer is to be able to have a game system and a Wi-Fi connection. I was about to say the same shit. Gaming is entertainment, just like sports, literally. And it's not even about it being entertainment. It's about it actually being a competitive sport. That's the thing I'm saying, though. And that's the thing that a lot of people be missing, bro. It's an actual competitive sport with actual you know what I'm saying?
You couldn't hop on a game and do what I do.
You couldn't do it.
That's a skill.
Your son couldn't do it. Your grandkids couldn't do it. Your son's grandkids could never do it. They could never do it.
Anything that takes a talent.
The genes are done. They can't do it. They can't.
How many hours a day did you spend?
When I was younger?
Yeah, when you were younger.
Oh, I would wake up 3 hours before school. So I wake up at 4 a.m. and I would play before school. Bus would come at 7. I go to home, come back, and do it again. I was 16. What's funny?
See, there's a disconnect here, because to you guys, when you guys were growing up, yes, it was just video games, it was whatever. But when we were coming up, we're like, wait, maybe we can make this career. Maybe.
Yes, it's just opportunity difference.
Do you not think if you're talented at something, it's a God-given gift?
Video games is not.
You don't think you don't think it's talent.
You're just too old to understand.
I can't argue that because
y'all could never play FNCS either. It's the same shit.
I gotta keep it a buck. There's a disconnect. You come from a generation where this didn't exist. This career, you looked at this career and you laughed. Now, how come in colleges they're teaching courses on content creation and esports?
Oh.
When you grew up, this didn't exist. So no wonder you're gonna laugh when you hear this shit, because you're from a completely different generation. You just don't get it, and I don't know if you ever will be able to wrap it up.
Freak. My bad. Hold on. How did that even happen? Okay, that is black screen? Okay.
Shot Hypergel.
Oh my gosh. But yeah. But yeah, nah, chat. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's like it's literally just the opportunity that you were able to be given, bro. I feel like the other side, like, they don't realize that there are new opportunities, and there are people that have tried to innovate and bring video games to for like the forefront, and you know what I'm saying, and like the ability to keep people's attention, and the fact that like the same things that mattered back then just don't matter now. And that attention is the new currency, and the way that people spend their time is getting a lot more condensed, and like not a lot of people have a lot of not a lot of people are making money in ways that consume most of their day, consume most of their life, like a 9-to-5, even though some people will take that route. You know what I'm saying? And they just also need to accept that like the route isn't going out of style. It's not like literally America is built on the way that they make their money, which is a 9-to-5, you know what I'm saying? And it's not going to go anywhere anytime soon, but people are definitely starting to wisen up and like look to see the cracks in a 9-to-5, you know, not plot hole, but like pothole, you know, that they're in the 9-to-5, like pothole, you know, rabbit hole or whatever you want to call it. And, don't want to be used in that way. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to have their almost essence drained and used for corporate greed, because that's simply like what it's going to be. Eventually is going to get to that point of corporate greed and working for people that don't appreciate you, and feeling like you would be wasting your life and or energy because they saw other people before them waste their life and their energy, kind of, you know what I'm saying, floating in between that middle space of working really hard, like breaking your back, like going for benefits and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And they saw the stress that it put on that person no matter how they turned out. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people can look towards their parents and say that the 9-to-5 system fucked their parents up, but it really set them up for life. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they want to do that exact same thing for their kids, bro. Like, they want to do that same exact thing for their kids, but without sacrificing their happiness, bro. They want to be able to be happy and be grateful that their child is in the world, rather than have resentment because you have to spend more hours working at your job that you hate because you wanted to work that job your whole life, bro. Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna just let this shit talk. I just yapped. My fault, chat. I yapped. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta turn that beach up. Back to the freaking thing.
Nice meeting you.
I'm Ronnie.
Ronnie, nice to meet
This
you.
past-
My name's Ronnie.
You were talking about job security. Are you familiar with layoffs, with being furloughed? Like, taking it back to... That's being... What? What does that even mean?
You lose everything. Every dollar. Everything. You lose everything.
Okay, and then you can rebuild yourself back. You
The same way you can do if you get laid off. You get a
Yeah,
new
that's
job.
it's kind
okay.
of is it not the same concept? Like,
I don't know. Back in 2020, when everybody was getting furloughed, everybody was like, "Oh, let me go to social media." That's kind of an easy alternative. So
In 2020, widespread furloughs happened because COVID-19 pandemic forced businesses closed or scaled back, and due to lockdown and safety restrictions, which revenue dropped shortly, many companies couldn't paying all their employees. Okay, yeah.
that seems kind of easy.
I know, but if you lose a job, you can't.
You just get another one?
No, you can search for. You have an opportunity to search for another one. No?
Okay, I've been searching for another one for 10 months.
I don't like the way her face moves.
That smile of walking through my
I don't like that fake ass smile she keep doing, bro. That shit kind of just like she always looks like she's saying, "Yeah, dumbass." Like, holy shit, bro. Like, nigga, just have a conversation, bro. Shit, stupid ass boy.
I uploaded videos for 7 years and barely got any views.
And did you uploaded 7 videos and didn't get any views?
Went to school, and still.
And paid rent?
Yes, I still worked. I worked.
Oh, so that you had another job?
As a parking attendant, yes.
Okay, and was that harder
Then what?
than streaming?
No, I was on my phone.
Thank you.
Oh, as a parking attendant, that doesn't sound like you were doing a very good job.
I was chilling.
You were chilling. You weren't good at your
He's
job.
waiting for.
When cars park, they're done. Like, it doesn't.
Okay.
I don't have to.
Well,
I'm not security.
That's
I just
a
go.
one
I
9
go
to
like this. I
5.
go like this. Yo, right there. I bet. Do you think an aspect of a video game, playing video games, is a talent?
I would say it's a skill. I wouldn't call it a talent. You can master it with,
Ooh,
sorry.
But people millions play video games, but.
It feels like she thinks she's smarter than everyone. On God, I'm really to anytime I put on those Anakin robes, I feel the urge to ore farm like Green Goblin's mask telling Norman to bomb motherfuckers, bro. Literally, bro, you gotta take flicks, bro. Take flicks, nigga. Take flicks. I already done told you 30 times. Take flicks. Take flicks. Dang, man. But yeah, no, bro. Like, the thing is, bro, I feel like, bro, you have a certain affinity for video games. I feel like someone that has never played video games in their life cannot get to the level of a top 500 player or 200 player. I think that there's like something like low-key built in you to perceive like things. Well, when it comes to the mechanical level, like in understanding like the mechanics and like the way like in strategy and video games like that, bro. Like, your ability to break that down, like, at its core values, bro, to make it work in game, bro. Like, that low-key takes a lot, bro. I would call it a talent, bro. Because I know a lot of people, bro, like, if you gave them the rest of their life to play video games, bro, they would not be able to even crack top 500 on any game. No matter how passionate about it. Some people are just not made for it. Some people are just, like, not made to play games. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of thinking that not a lot of people care to do, and not a lot of people were raised to do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, bro, like the way you raise too, like, you know, you learn to you peep certain stuff, see how stuff works, and you know what I'm saying, you apply that format of learning to the game. Some people, like, you know what I'm saying, some people are simply not able to grasp games at that high of concept, and or get into playing games and enjoy it like that. So
there are very few people who are genuinely gifted at it.
Gifted? What are they, Mozart?
How is it not a talent? Why is it not a talent what he does?
You know what? I'm open to it being a talent. I think it's a skill. I think it's something you can master. I don't think you're a
okay, bro. So like, first of all, something can be a skill and a talent, and I feel like gaming can be a skill and a talent, bro. Because like, you can be talented at it and be really good at it, for sure, and you can be really bad. You can have a lot of skill. But again, it's like the Rock Lee Gara theory, bro. Like, you can work as hard as you can, but you're never going to be someone who is naturally gifted at that, bro. Like, no matter how hard you go, no matter how hard you be balling. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really sorry that, like, Rock Lee is, like, the example, but, like, Rock Lee's one of my favorite characters. I don't care. Like, I love him to death, bro. So I know I don't mean any ill will on Rock Lee, to be real. But some people might, you know what I'm saying, think that. But yeah, bro, it's just like the Rock Lee Gara theory, dog. Like, you're not gonna be able to reach that upper echelon top 500 type shit if you don't have an affinity for it.
Mozart, that you have this gift of like, whoa, when I put my thumb here and this thumb there and do this combo, I do this.
You'd be
flip.
surprised. I mean, there's people out there who are genuinely
they have their opposable thumbs like gifted. So good.
That's like saying, here's a paintbrush, go paint me Picasso.
Yeah, that's
like
what?
what?
Saying this is so hard. If there's certain games that have $1 million prize pools, if there's a skill you could just learn and you're looking for a job for 10 months, go pick up a controller and go hop in this $1 million tournament and win it.
You couldn't win it. You couldn't. You couldn't
qualify.
You couldn't.
What do you mean I wouldn't?
You can't even find your OBS stream key. Stop playing.
I need to work for it.
So like, you're dismissing what he does. You're just dismissing. Like,
I'm not dismissing. I'm saying that's easy.
It's not a skill. It's not a talent. Like,
I said it's a skill. I didn't say it's a talent. I said it's a skill. It's a skill that
but
you can own.
How do you know? How do you know if it's easy if you haven't done it? Like, if you don't.
I played Mario Kart.
Okay, bro. All right, gang.
Wrap it up. Professional level, because that's not what I'm trying to pursue.
I know, but you don't understand what it takes.
She's very punchable.
How can you try to dismiss it and say it's yours is harder? How do you know?
What does it take to be on that level?
Please get her off the screen.
What does it take to be on that level?
Just gift, and you got to play all the time.
Tens of thousands of hours of work, and editing, and filming, and constantly.
I'm just talking about pure skill. As far as like the videos and stuff like that, just off pure skill.
I had to put tens of thousands of hours.
Could you get a
into
refresh second zone, Tarping? Could you?
I have no idea what you said.
Could you get a refresh going into second zone with no mats? Can you get a refresh on the best players?
I can also put. I can circle back and give you different
how to short
turns
launch pad?
from
When you're trying to get to third
industries.
zone, third moving. Do you know how to short?
No, I don't. But if I want,
you couldn't. But Excel sheet, we could do Excel sheet.
No, but exactly.
They're just talking game.
These refreshes
As a
don't come to you.
babysitter, I can talk to you about the different things I do and ask you, could you do that? No, but if you wanted to, you would.
If us four took 3 days, you don't think we can master an Excel sheet?
Oh.
But let me give you, if I give you 3 days about a video game, do you think you could be that talented as me?
Bro, first of all, why are we comparing Excel sheets and video games? First of all, an Excel sheet is a program and has like literally like, first of all, Excel has a limited number of possibilities. Like the thing about Excel is that it is a lot more limited in the things that you can do. Like I mean, there are basically an infinite number of possibilities, but compared to a video game and the perception of a video game compared to the perception of using an Excel sheet, I bet she can't beat me in a Mario Kart though. Oh God, though. Like, and bro, people be swearing they so goated at Mario Kart. Bro, my friends be swearing they mad goated at every Nintendo game there, bro. They be like, oh, I'm so good at Smash, you'll never beat me. Oh, I'm so good on Mario Kart, you'll never beat me. Who's in first place every single time? Who's the last one doing combos on everybody every single time, bro? Come on, bro. Come on, man. Stop pausing on her. Hold on, bro. She low-key hit a little pose though. But nah, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like the fact that we're comparing an Excel sheet to a video game. Let's get real, bro. Let's get real.
If I wanted to, I would.
So let's pay for her, whatever it is. Give you 3
please.
days, but if you lose, you got to give us it back in double.
No, that's not how it goes.
Listen. She ain't got the pockets to be throwing around. What? She got pockets to throw around like that. She ain't got pockets to throw around like that, bro. Chill.
You pay me, I'll get the job done.
I would say, in a sense, yes, because you have to put in the work and you got to be on 24/7.
It's difficult to answer that question for us, I think, because we didn't come up in this time frame.
That's real.
So and
Wait, is this the real one? This is the real talking. Okay, this is where they really yapping.
24/7.
It's difficult to answer that question for us, I think, because we didn't come up in this time frame in this era. So and technology.
Those were her real thoughts. Bro, I knew she was a cool person. I knew she wasn't like that for real. I knew she was a cool person.
It's difficult to answer that question for us, I think, because we didn't come up in this time frame in this era. So and technology is totally different now, because we were just talking about playing tic-tac-toe on the sidewalk with Carl. I appreciate and respect what they do, and I think that's the consensus for most of us, that we appreciate and respect where they are. Yeah. But it's not, what we did was, we just feel like what we did was harder. And that's what I.
Oh, never mind. These are their actual takes. Okay. You're still spouting that. You just feel like it's harder because you went through it and you never tried streaming. The thing is, you can't talk on anything that you haven't experienced, bro. And the thing is that these streamers have actually had jobs or 2 jobs, just like y'all have. Maybe they're not a lifetime career that they were doing for the entire time. Like, who's gonna work at Panera Bread the entire time, Walmart the entire time? Like, what are you talking about? But like, the thing is that they were working and still doing a 9 to 5, bro. Like, you wouldn't hate on anybody else that was working a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Having to work in fast food. So why would their 9 to 5 be different from your 9 to 5 as working a librarian? Because you worked as a librarian for your entire life, bro, and these dudes don't want to do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So they just use the money from the 9 to 5 to just fuel what they were doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like now that they went for an opportunity, bro, and they went for it, and now they're succeeding off of it. Now they're the lucky one. They're the lucky few. The lucky few. No one else. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one else can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're 1 in a million, bro. It's really not that. They have no clue how hard it is, how much time it takes to edit a video. It's so time consuming. That's why most YouTubers pay editors. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like I don't understand it, bro. Like, I really do not understand it, bro, because it's like they never made a video. They think that it's like recording, talking, and then posting. No, it's not, bro. No, it's not, bro. Especially not YouTube videos either, bro. I don't know what they talking about.
My mind was changed in the sense that now I'm even more convinced that normal jobs are harder.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, you a simple bitch. I'm a clever nigga. You the type to line your bro for cash instead of grinding with him. Bitch, I ran this game since I was 12. I can never give up. And I said that I would be the best. It's not a fucking get up. I'm a shooting star. They wish on me, but I could never grant. Get to jumping, dunking on a nigga. Feel like John Moran. Put some sauce all on your shorty back. It's like a condiment. You the type to try and hide your tears because what others think.